Ladies and gentlemen, it's football time in Tullahoma.
Your town, your team. This is Tullahoma football on Light Tube and the Rooster 101.5. Out to Scott Chastain and Ken Keller at the stadium.
Maplewood High School, Nashville, Tennessee. Good evening, everyone. This is the Region 4-4A Championship game. Tullahoma High School football on the Rooster 101.5. Welcome in to the Lester Green McCord and Toma pregame show. Tonight's pregame show presented by Lester Green McCord and Toma. They may not be able to ensure a win every Friday night, but they can provide home, auto, life, and health insurance. For your insurance needs, contact Lester Green McCord and Toma in Tullahoma today. Along with Ken Keller, I'm Scott Chastain. We're about 14 minutes away from kickoff here on a rainy, misty, cold, windy Friday night in Nashville. Ken, we've had great weather basically all season. We're making up for it tonight. It's brutal.
Ideal weather conditions for a Region 4-4A championship, Scott.
Not. Yeah, it's messy, sloppy field. Who does that favor?
Well, I think it favors Tullahoma just basically because of the stingy defense they've shown all year, giving up only 271 yards per game after that opening season loss to the Shelbyville Golden Eagles, and that power running game behind Big Bryson Corn.
On the other side, Maplewood's got all kind of playmakers, all kind of college prospects. Coach Olive's talked about it multiple times. They got 6 or 7 guys that transferred in here before the season started, and they didn't lose a lot of guys. It's senior night here at Maplewood High School. They had a huge group of seniors, at least 20.
Yes, this Panthers lineup littered with definitely college prospects. As you said, we heard this senior night here, we heard names like LSU, Auburn, Western Kentucky being thrown out among these star players, and they've got several of them that are big-time performers.
Are you prepared for the cool days and cold nights the way the Wildcats are prepared for tonight's matchup? Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration has the team to get the job done right and make sure you're not left out in the cold come playoff time this season. And oh yeah, that's next week. Here are the Wildcats' tools to victory in tonight's game.
Number 1, Wildcats, stick to your winning script. Stingy defense, phenomenal special teams, and offensive balance. This formula has been good enough for 8 straight W's. Number 2, harass Hodges. Panther quarterback Bobo Hodges leads an offense that has 6 40-plus point outbursts. How disruptive can a Cats defense that has produced 20 turnovers adversely affect this high-octane Maplewood offense? And lastly, create explosive plays. Maplewood will key on Bryson Corn in the THS run game. To win the Region 4-4A championship, the Cats must feed their playmakers and hit some big splash plays tonight.
Those are your Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration tools to victory. You're listening to the Lester Green McCord and Toma pregame show. We're live in Nashville, the Region 4-4A championship game between Maplewood and Tullahoma. Wildcat football is presented by Stan McNabb, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat on the Rooster 101.5. We'll take a 2-minute break. 2 minutes to the studio. This is a Rogers Insurance timeout.
Your community matters. So does making sure it's well protected. Because Sally's isn't just a cafe. And Smith's isn't just a flower shop. It's years of hard work and investment.
Hey, new equipment looks great.
And in this moment, you realize your independent auto owner's insurance agent is the right person to protect it. Auto Owners Insurance.
Do you know as much about insurance as you know about a zone read? Do you know exactly what it takes to make sure that your home, car, life, and your rival's new wide receiver are all adequately covered? How much insurance to buy? What deductibles are best? Do you run it straight up the middle or go with the play action pass? And then how do you put it all together? Don't be an armchair quarterback. You need to make the call to Rogers Insurance, your local independent insurance agent, to help coach you through your insurance buying decisions.
Rodney's Body Shop was voted Never's Choice Small Business of the Year by the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce for 2016, and we work daily to earn that award from every one of our customers. We specialize in using the most current technology available, including environmentally friendly waterborne paint. We work with all insurance companies and will gladly help you with any insurance claims or questions you may have. Call us at 931-455-2570 or come by our new office located at 606 South Jefferson Street. Be sure to look for the bright red door.
Cardinal helmets. Maplewood has gray jerseys with pretty close to Cardinal themselves. A deep red helmet and number with white football pants. It's going to be sloppy. It's going to be messy. Tullahoma moving right to left as you listen tonight in this first quarter. Somehow the clock already started and we haven't even kicked it off.
Well, I can't imagine anybody in this region have a better special teams than the Tullahoma Wildcats. Tullahoma gets the opportunity to showcase those special teams here on this opening kickoff.
Hunter Palmer and Kobe Burks back to receive the kickoff tonight for the Tullahoma Wildcats. And Maplewood will kick it off, and we are underway. It is Hunter Palmer at the 8. Palmer out to the 20. Palmer makes a move at the 25. He needs a block, gets it. Palmer out to the 30, and Hunter Palmer works his way out to the 35-yard line. And that's where Tullahoma will begin as we open this football game. Nice 22-yard return for Hunter Palmer.
Has set up well. Nice blocking for Tullahoma. He takes that ball over here on the near sidelines and Maplewood sidelines and cuts across the field. Middle of the field, makes a nice return. He got a couple good blocks. Tullahoma sets up shop in good field position to open this game.
Ben Fulton is the quarterback for the Wildcats. Bryson Korn, the tailback. Wide receivers are Race Marin, Jake Hollingsworth, and Kobe Burks. Tight end is on the right side. And from the shotgun, Fulton hands it off to Korn, and Korn got a yard. 2nd and 9 for the Cats.
Head coach Arcente Broom on the Friday main event last night mentioned that called basically Bryson Korn a bully in the way that he runs, mentioning his physicality on an interview with Mike Mulder last night. So he runs the ball in a physical style, but they're going to key on him early in this game. Tullahoma's going to have to connect some big shots in the passing game tonight to win.
Both Burks and Korn in the backfield now. Ross goes to the left side, wants to send Hollingsworth to the right. Instead, Tullahoma will have 3 receivers to the left, and Burke started early, and their flags fly. And as you can hear, we've got a press box full of referees here tonight.
Yeah, Tullahoma a little jittery, a little jumpy early in this game. The second play, I saw 2 guys moving. 20 moved initially, and then Kobe jumped early in the backfield right there. So illegal procedure. That's going to drop us back 5 yards.
And the Maplewood coaches in the press box here, along with the PA announcer.
We've got lots of company here tonight.
So Tullahoma will be facing second down. It's 2nd and 14 at the 31-yard line of the Wildcats. Same set. Tullahoma, I think, set up wrong last play, so they get it straight here. And Ben Fulton will hand it to Korn. Korn cuts it straight back to the middle, got back to the 35-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. We're back to 3rd and 10.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Maplewood's pitched 3 shutouts this year. Conversely, offensively, 6 games over 40-plus points. They've had 2 games over 50 points. 1 game, they racked up 66 on Lawrence County. Tullahoma's going to have to move the ball tonight and score.
10:35 to go, first quarter, no score for Maplewood. Hollingsworth and Burks wide to the right. Marin and Ross are split to the left. In the shotgun is Ben Fulton. Paul Henry is the center for the Wildcats. Ross comes in motion left to right. And Fulton will hand it to Korn. Korn, nothing off right tackle. He lost a yard. Tullahoma tried to catch Maplewood looking for the pass, and Maplewood played that run very well.
Yeah, nice physical defense. I believe he ran into that defensive end we mentioned earlier. The gentleman that they said on senior night wanted to walk on with the Tennessee Vols, defensive end Clint Dowdy. He's a monster, 6'2", 230 pounds. He had 12 sacks and 57 tackles on the season. So
Race Marin will punt for the Wildcats. And he gets the kick away. It is a high kick that is taken at the 25. He's to the 30. And there we see the first field casualty as Jamonte Kennard slips down at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he planted his foot, tried to make a cut, and the turf monster got him. So, yeah, the first effects of the wet field take place there to make that tackle.
9:37 left to go. No score. First quarter. Maplewood, they're spotted at the 32, so I guess he slid out to the 35. Going to be a lot of sliding tonight. It is sloppy. Tullahoma has Caleb Stroop and Ray Marin at safety. Jacoby Thomas and Kobe Burks are your corners. Samari Lane, Peyton Howard. There's a pass out in the flat, almost intercepted. Jacoby Thomas jumped the route. Kenny had it right in the breadbasket and dropped it.
He sure did. That was a pick six waiting to happen. Nothing but green wet grass in front of him. Hodges threw it right to him. He anticipated it, hits him right in the numbers. Tough break there for the Wildcats.
Jacoby's got a couple of picks this year, but couldn't hang on to that one. Also at linebacker for Tullahoma is Hunter Jewell. On that defensive line, Ian Poe, Ty Cox, Matt Ross, River Jenkins. Maplewood lines it up, 2nd down and 10 at the Panthers 32. Hodges under center, fell down, and now they're going to mark him where he fell down. He slipped. It's sloppy.
Yeah, that was just a simple 3-step drop, and he went down untouched.
Spotted at the 29-yard line, so technically that's a run -3. 3rd down and 13 for the Panthers at their 29. With, again, I formation, Hodges under center, single receiver left and right. Hodges back to throw. Hodges is going to go long. He is well covered on the near sideline. That pass is incomplete. It's 4th down for the Panthers.
Excellent blanket coverage there by Kobe Burks. Man-on-man coverage down the sideline, and he was going for his big target right there at wide receiver. That's Kendall Scurry, 6'3", 191. This young man's got 10 touchdowns on the season, and his fellow wide receiver, Mikael Smith, he has 11 touchdowns. So Hodges has some big weapons in the passing game. To tell him his defensive backs showed well on that series.
Maplewood's going to punt it. Tullahoma has Kobe Burks deep on the punt. There's the snap, gets the kick away. It is a very short kick. Tullahoma just get out of the way. Takes a Wildcat roll into Tullahoma territory to the 47-yard line, 18-yard punt.
Yeah, so no return right there, but the left-footed kicker there gets off a bad punt. Tullahoma's going to set up on the plus side of the field here, plus side of the 50, 47-yard line of Maplewood. So both teams exchange punts. But we really see the effect of the field conditions, especially on Maplewood's offensive series there. A couple slips.
8:43 to go. No score in the first quarter. Wildcats, 2nd possession. Both teams exchanged punts. Or I guess I should say the teams exchanged punts. And the Wildcats with Burks and Korn in the backfield from the pistol. And somebody jumped on the line, so I think this is going to go against Maplewood. I think we could have a neutral zone infraction, and it is.
I believe the right tackle, yes, jumped into the neutral zone. You called it. Tullahoma's going to get the call there, so free 5 yards, 1st and 5 now.
The Wildcats will take all the yards they can get here tonight. 1st down and 5, Tullahoma at the Maplewood 42-yard line.
Yeah, that was big number 50, Harlan Zerker, the defensive tackle. He's got 71 tackles on the season and has been talking to Coach Ed Orgeron at LSU.
Tullahoma lines it up 1st and 5. 2 receivers to the left. Maplewood jumped again. I think this could be a 1st down for the Wildcats. I did not see a Tullahoma player move. It is a Factory Furniture 1st down and 10, Tullahoma.
Yeah, it looked like Mikael Smith sneaking up on the line of scrimmage, a little too antsy from that strong safety position, and he jumps offside to the neutral zone as well.
So Tullahoma's gotten 10 free yards here with the clock having not moved, and the Cats have it 1st and 10 at the Maplewood 37. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Single coverage for Marin on the near side. Korn in the backfield on the left hip of Ben Fulton. Fulton takes a snap, little inside shuffle pass. The ball is loose, but that's a pass. It's an incomplete pass. Second down for the Wildcats.
You called it, just that little Utah shuffle pass. We haven't seen that in several games. We saw it, I believe, early in the season, maybe the second or third game of the season, but an incomplete pass, and that is ruled a pass. So good call right there, Scott.
And here's what we've learned in the first 4 minutes, is 3.5 minutes of this game is it's a mess. Slipping, dropping the ball. Ball security is going to be everything here tonight. Tullahoma 2nd and 10 at the Maplewood 37. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Korn and Burks in the backfield with Fulton. Burks now goes in motion. That's usually that little flare pass. Pass over the middle for Ross, complete at the 25. Ross to the 20. Ross to the 10. Ross to the 5. And Matt Ross carries a Maplewood defender to the 1-yard line.
What a beautifully designed play by the Wildcat offensive staff. Maplewood jumped on the eye candy, the fakes. They came in, thought the ball was going to come out here in the flat to Burks. But running wide open down the middle was Matthew Ross. Gronk, as they call him, bulls down all the way to the Panther 1-yard line.
Tullahoma first down and goal to goal at the 1. 3 receivers to the right. They're just diverting attention. Bryson Korn's getting this football.
Okay, well, how many did she say it is?
Fulton, Korn, left side. Did he make it? He made it. Touchdown, Tullahoma. Korn from 1 yard away, and the Wildcats are on the board.
Take note, Tennessee Titans. That's what you do with the football when you're on the 1-yard line. So good job, Korn. Now his 14 touchdowns on the season. The Tullahoma Wildcats draw first blood down here at Maplewood.
So after the short punt and the 36-yard pass from Fulton to Ross, the Wildcats are on the board. Tullahoma with a swinging gate point after. And now they line it up. And Justice Chadwick, the freshman, will attempt the point after on the hold from Poteet. I'm sorry, the snap from Poteet and the hold from Fulton. Justice Chadwick. And there's a flag on the play. Tullahoma may have moved a little bit. Could push this one back. A lot of penalties here early. It's illegal procedure against the Wildcats on the point after, so instead of it being a 20-yard PAT, it will be a 25-yard PAT.
It's a little bit more of a challenge here. This young man, I don't believe he's missed a PAT all season, but this one's going to be a little bit more difficult with the penalty.
You just said that, didn't you? You just said that he hadn't missed. If we were calling a no-hitter, Ken, would you? Snap is down. Chadwick's kick is up. Chadwick's kick is no good. Wide to the right. 8:03 to go in the first quarter. Tullahoma 6, Maplewood nothing. Here's a Rogers Insurance timeout.
Jeep Wrangler Rubicon.
Chase, you okay?
Are you dreaming about a Jeep? Come to the Truck Stop of the South. Russell Barnett, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Deckard Boulevard in Winchester. The area's only full-line business link dealer.
The tradition, part of what makes the Tullahoma Wildcats so much fun to root for. We are T-Town strong, Wildcats at work and the pride of the Tullahoma High School Marching Band. Consequently, that's also what makes shopping at Clayton Shoes so great. Sure, they have a huge selection including New Balance, Dansko, Merrill, SAS, and more. But it's the tradition that makes shopping at Clayton's a win. Clayton's Family Shoe Store, downtown Tullahoma. Serving the area for over 100 years with service, quality, and fit. Proud supporter of Tullahoma Athletics.
Are you ready for some football? Are you ready for cool days and cold nights? We're here warming up to serve our community. Stroop Jacket Refrigeration would like to congratulate the 2019 class at Tullahoma. Go Cats!
Wildcats play here. This is the Rooster 101.5.
I did pull the radio.
Welcome back to Maplewood High School. Along with Ken Keller, I'm Scott Chastain. Tullahoma drives 47 yards in 3 plays. Had a couple of penalties there. Score on a 1-yard Bryson Korn touchdown. And the Wildcats lead the Maplewood Panthers 6-0 here with 8:03 to go in the first quarter. Tullahoma to kick it off. Remember, sometimes Race Marion kicks it off, and sometimes Will Stone kicks it. We'll see what Tullahoma does. This time it'll be Marion kicking it long. Nice kick. Deep into the end zone. It's a touchback.
All right, what we got? Come on, pal.
Yeah, Tullahoma, taking advantage of the special teams. Although they did miss that extra point, they've been near flawless in all phases of the special teams. They get the benefit of a bad punt by Maplewood. Start out on a short field, 47-yard line, get a couple penalties, and then hit the big pass over the middle to tight end Matt Ross and close the deal with Bryson Korn's 1-yard plunge. So 6-0 Cats here. Good start for Tullahoma.
So the Panthers will line it up 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll split 2 receivers, 1 receiver to the left side, 1 to the right. This is really a pretty tight set. Hodges has 1 running back behind him. And Hodges will hand it off on the end around. End around at the 20, slipped at the 22 and driven out of bounds. That was Bigham, number 14 for Maplewood. Picked up a couple of yards. That's Jamonte Kennard, number 14. Got a couple of yards. It's 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, this is a senior-laden Panther team. Bigham, a 5'10", 200-pound senior. He has 486 rushing yards on the season. Well, it looks like he and David Sutherland, number 1, split carries in that backfield.
2nd down and 8. Maplewood at their 22-yard line. Hodges now in the shotgun. Drop straight back. Here comes the pressure. Screen all the way. Caught at the 20. And Samari Lane drops him at the 20-yard line. Lane read that screen all the way. Fine play by Tullahoma's Samari Lane on Sutherland, the sophomore. Loss of 2.
Yeah, great tackle right there. And that's one characteristic of this Wildcat defense. They've gang tackled, and for the most part, they've wrapped up and made sure tackles. That's going to be key tonight.
At the 21, 3rd down and 9, Maplewood. At the 22-yard line. Hodges again in the shotgun with a single setback. Sutherland, he puts him out in the slot on the right side. So empty backfield for the Panthers. Hodges pressure, sacked. Samari Lane sacks Hodges. It's 4th down. Samari Lane with 2 straight huge plays for the Cats.
Oh, no doubt about it. Just a jailbreak blitz. Nobody touches him, and he just smothers Hodges back there. We talked about one of the keys of the game was this Wildcat defense. Could they adversely affect? Could they harass Hodges? They get their first sack of the game right there in the form of number 26, Samari Lane.
4th down and 16 for the Maplewood Panthers at their 14-yard line. They'll punt the football with 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Tullahoma leads 6-0. Kobe Burks at the Maplewood 45. Here's the snap. Much better kick this time. Burks picks it up at the 50. Burks to the 45, and Kobe Burks is blasted at the 43-yard line. But Tullahoma, once again, excellent field position.
He was blasted when our audience sees the replay. No doubt he was hit, but he just saved about 10 yards in field position by rolling the dice to catch that rolling punt through the water about midfield and returns it to the 42, 43-yard line of Maplewood.
And, we're glad to have those 10 yards.
Yeah.
That was a dangerous play.
It was.
Especially in these conditions.
Yeah, it was
dangerous
wet football,
play.
very dangerous.
So Tullahoma, second possession, leading 6-0, has it 1st down and 10 at the Maplewood 42. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Fulton has Korn on his right hip. Brings Palmer in motion left to right, and this will be a little shuffle pass to Hunter Palmer. Palmer at the 40, and Palmer driven out of bounds near the 35-yard line. Gain of 5 or 6 for the Cats.
Yeah, very nice game for the Wildcats there on 1st down. They're forcing 3rd and longs for Maplewood defensively, and now offensively, they just set themselves up with a second relatively short situation here.
Gain of 7. We'll call it 2nd down and 3 at the Maplewood 35. with 5:15 left to go first quarter. And the Cats on top 6-0. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Empty backfield for Ben Fulton. Korn is slotted on the left side. Fulton now brings Korn in motion. And Fulton, drop, pass out in the flat, complete at the 20. This is Hunter Jewell at the 15. He's driven out of bounds. There's a flag on the play. Spot Jewell at the 12-yard line.
Well, the defensive back that was covering Jewell fell down and slipped, leaving him wide open out here in the flat for the first down. A flag is on the play. We'll see what the call is here.
Tullahoma's coming back, so that's pretty good indication that it's on the Wildcats. So that 23-yard pass from Fulton to Jewell will be wiped off. And against Tullahoma, it is illegal man downfield against the Wildcats. So bring it back, spot it at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, tough break for the Cats. The lineman got downfield a little bit.
Second down and 9, Tullahoma at the Maplewood 41. That was actually a 6-yard penalty, which doesn't make much sense to me.
Well, empty back set there and 5 wide receivers basically putting Korn out in the pattern, causing some problems for Maplewood. Tullahoma showing some new sets tonight, new formations.
This is the time. Cats line it up, 2nd and 9 at the 41. Fulton, flat out in the pass for Palmer, complete. Palmer to the 40. Palmer to the 35, goes Hunter Palmer. 3rd down and 3 for the Wildcat.
A little slip screen there for Palmer, and he does a good job. The wet field did not slow him down. Got good traction there. Burst up field. Nice play for Tullahoma.
Gain of 6. Let's go 3rd and 4 at the Maplewood 35. Yeah, you look for the guys who can run in this stuff, and it looks like Hunter Palmer can. Some guys just kind of can't dial it back and slow it down enough to get their footing. Palmer looks like he's got that. Jewell, Hollingsworth, and Palmer to the right. Marin to the left. With Korn, the running back, on 3rd down and 4. Fulton, straight drop. Fulton needs to get rid of the football and does. It's intercepted. It's going to be a potential pick 6, although Bryson Korn catches him from behind at the 15-yard line. A 50-yard return. Ben Fulton threw it right in his hands.
Just a bad decision. Tullahoma's offensive line had been protecting Fulton, giving him all day to survey the field in his drop-back opportunities. He rolls out to the left, throws back across his body off balance, out in the flat looking for Korn. That ball was picked up by the Panthers and taken for a near pick 6. Good hustle by Bryson Korn to stop the touchdown.
Chandler Alexander is the name I heard, so that's who we'll go with for the interception. Maplewood has it. 1st down and 10 at the Tullahoma 11-yard line. 3:33 left to go first quarter. Your first turnover of the game by the Wildcats. Hodges under center, and he doesn't like what he sees, so we're going to have a timeout. 3:33 to go in the first. 6-0 Tullahoma. It's a Rogers Insurance timeout.
Whether your vehicle has 20,000 miles or 200,000 miles, you'll get honest answers at North Jackson Tire and Auto Service. Miss Honey and Jonathan greet you with a smile and explain everything in a language you'll understand, offering bumper-to-bumper vehicle repairs from brakes, exhaust, shock struts, and more. Oil changes from $24.95. Tires from Goodyear, Kumho, General, and Yokohama. Get your vehicle treated the way you want to be treated. North Jackson Tire and Auto Services. Family owned. 2009 North Jackson Street, Tullahoma.
Football season is here, and fall is not far behind. And with these fall gatherings come special occasions, anniversaries, birthdays, first dates, and before you know it, the Christmas holiday season is upon us. At Giles Dunn Diamond Company, we offer a great selection of fine, fashionable jewelry, as well as great selection of engagement rings and, of course, diamonds. We offer one-of-a-kind custom-made jewelry for every occasion. Great products and great values guaranteed at Giles Dunn Diamond Company, located on North Jackson Street in Tullahoma.
Glicken Woods Family Dentistry understands you never get a second chance to make a good first impression, and your smile is an important part of that impression. That's why they put together the most experienced, friendly, and professional staff. Add to that the most sophisticated diagnostic and treatment technology available. The result is a winning smile so powerful you could break ice with it. Visit the smile experts at Glicken Woods Family Dentistry and let your smile be the first thing people notice about you. Glicken Woods Family Dentistry, glickenwoods.com.
The Wildcats play here.
This is the Rooster 1015.
Okay, we're back. There was no timeout. It was a penalty against Maplewood. So 1st and 15 at the 16-yard line. Handoff, and he is blasted in the backfield. Tullahoma's defensive line is winning the battle so
yes,
far.
Yes, they are. Led by those two senior bookends, Matthew Ross and Ty Cox. And in that interview on the Friday night main event, Ty Cox was lauded by the Maplewood coach. He referred to him as Brian Cox, the old Miami Dolphin great linebacker. He really liked his motor and his energy and how he was a vocal leader for this Wildcat defense.
Loss of 3 by Sutherland now. It is 2nd down and 18. The ball rests at the Maplewood 19-yard line. Panthers split 3 receivers to the left. Hodges straight drop. Hodges going to go right. Single coverage in the end zone. That pass is incomplete. Intended there in the corner of the end zone for Mark Mikel Smith. It's 3rd down.
Well, it was a really good play. Looked like it was Springer down there they just announced. It's hard to pick these numbers up from way up here.
Especially since I couldn't even see.
Yeah, you're blocked off in the corner there. But, he was covered by Burks closely, but the ball was underthrown. He made a play on it and had it in his hands. That wet ball effect got him right there and cost him a touchdown. Just slipped right out of his hands.
So we'll count on your razor-sharp eyes, Ken Keller, for that corner of the end zone because I can't see it. 3rd down and 18 Maplewood at the 19-yard line. Bobo Hodges rolls to the right. He's got a lot of room to run, but here comes Samari Lane. The pass complete at the 5, driven out of bounds at the touchdown. Maplewood just at the pylon. Let's get the number of the man who caught that football as Maplewood scores from 19 yards away. Kennard is the receiver for Maplewood, and that is Jamonte Kennard, number 14. So Maplewood on the board. We're tied at 6, and I think Maplewood is one of those teams that just goes for 2 every time. So they'll line it up with a swing gate and see how Tullahoma lines up its defense against that swing gate. Hodges is in the middle of the field. Now Hodges brings in motion. They're going to snap it. Hodges is going to try to run it to the right side. He passes to a wide open receiver in the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good for Maplewood. That is the tight end there, Dowdy, Clint Dowdy on the catch. Maplewood leads Tullahoma 8-6. 2:27 to go in the first quarter. Here's a Rogers Insurance timeout.
Listen up, weekend warriors. Builder Supply has everything you need to knock out that home improvement project. From lumber and roofing to windows, doors, trims, or stair parts, Builder Supply has it all. Repainting a couple bedrooms? Builder Supply is your authorized Ben Moore and Porter Paints retailer. In business since 1922, Builder Supply offers quality personal service and over 100 years of experience. So before you tackle your next weekend project, stop by Builder Supply, 301 Southeast Atlantic Street in Tullahoma.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep has been serving the Middle Tennessee area for over 2 decades. Since the very beginning, Stan McNabb has believed in putting their customers and employees first and doing what they can to help make our cities a better place. Stan McNabb Chevy, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, located at 2000 North Jackson Street, and Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram at 1200 East Carroll Street in Tullahoma.
Do you know as much about insurance as you know about a zone read? Do you know exactly what it takes to make sure that your home, car, life, and your rival's new wide receiver are all adequately covered? How much insurance to buy? What deductibles are best? Do you run it straight up the middle or go with the play action pass? And then how do you put it all together? Don't be an armchair quarterback. You need to make the call to Rogers Insurance, your local independent insurance agent, to help coach you through your insurance buying decisions.
The Wildcats play here. This is the Rooster 1015.
School. The Panthers, after the turnover, drive 11 yards in 3 plays, score on a 19-yard pass. Can't turn it over against a really good team.
Well, we just saw the athletic ability of Bobo Hodges, too. He rolled out, Tullahoma had him in a long third down situation. You thought that the Bryson Corn hustle on the interception, potential pick six, and tackle was going to really pay big dividends for the Wildcats. He breaks our hearts there with that rollout touchdown pass and then converts a 2-point conversion. No wonder he's accounted for 35 touchdowns on the season.
Maplewood leading 8-6. We'll kick it off. It's a little pooch kick that Matt Ross will let hit out of bounds. So Tullahoma will have the ball at the 35-yard line, unless the Wildcats want them to kick it again.
Boy, and Tullahoma was just so close with Samari Lane nearly getting his second sack in the relentless pursuit of a Bobo Hodges. It was rolling out there, Scott. I thought he was going to get him, and he got rid of it just in time for the Panthers for the touchdown.
Samari Lane has been spectacular so far in this football game. Tullahoma on offense at its 35-yard line, left hash mark. And the Wildcats also on that offensive line for Tullahoma is Tydrell Mitchell and Ben Fulton, quarterback, with Bryson Corn on his left hip. Fulton trying to get everybody in the right spot. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Fulton takes a snap, rolls to the right. Here comes pressure. Ball is on the ground. It's picked up by Maplewood, recovered at the 15-yard line, and Ben Fulton has the ball knocked out of his hands. Second turnover for the Wildcats. We're going to call that.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. They tried that little Utah shuffle pass again. Maplewood's defensive line caved it in. Quarterback Ben Fulton decided to tuck it. He gets nailed by the defensive tackle. He fumbles the ball, and Maplewood's in business here at the Tullahoma 15-yard line.
So Tullahoma's second turnover leads to another golden opportunity for the Maplewood Panthers. They're at the Wildcat 15. Hodges in the shotgun will hand it to his tailback, and he is tripped up in the backfield. Tullahoma's getting great penetration. That ball is loose, and that ball has been recovered by, let's see, they're still unstacking them. So far, really no signal of a fumble. They have not stopped the clock. So
looks like they're unstacking them.
Tullahoma's saying they've got the ball, but the officials have not stopped the clock. If it's a turnover, the officials stop the clock. Now it's been stopped, and that ball belongs to the Wildcats. So Maplewood turns it right back over to Tullahoma at the 15-yard line.
Big tackle by somebody over there, a gang of Wildcats. Somebody strips the ball out late from that ball carrier, and Tullahoma recovers it. They much-needed turnover. Tullahoma's turned it over twice. Maplewood now once.
So this could be a lot of that.
Yes.
It could be a bunch of that. Do we know who got that football for the Wildcats?
We don't. It was on the Tullahoma side of the field, which is pretty far away from us up here.
It's at the Tullahoma 14. The Wildcats have it, trailing 8-6 with 1:58 to go in the first quarter. Fulton will hand it to Corn. Bryson Corn goes straight into the line. This is that kind of game, Ken, where I think you're just going to have to try to power your way through, let that clock run, see what you can get.
I agree.
I mean, Bryson showed his tremendous speed on that interception.
Yeah, we just talked about, if you're telling them stick to your winning script, what's got you here? How did you win the last 8 games? You did it with stingy defense, playing field position, special team greatness, and, of course, offensive balance.
And low turnovers. No gain for Corn. Second down and 10 at the 15-yard line of the Cats. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Fulton to throw. That pass intended for Kobe Burks is incomplete. It was behind Burks. Burks got a hand on it, but his whole body was turned. That would have been a miraculous catch.
Yeah, it sure would have. Definitely would have been an acrobatic catch on a dry field. And I think he was dealing with the wet field there and a wet football too. So you throw that in, and it makes things even more difficult.
Got to figure out how to get Kobe the football, though.
Yeah.
Got to figure it out, and the Wildcats tried. 3rd down and 10. Tullahoma at the 15-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right now.
And Tullahoma's got to be careful here with this 3rd and 10. They could be bringing the blitz.
Maplewood just brings 4. Fulton's going to run it all the way, and Fulton has nowhere to go. He got a yard or 2, but that's it. Tullahoma's going to punt it. Quarterback run all the way. Tullahoma really wanted to guard against a mistake right there.
Yeah, this Maplewood defense turning up the intensity. They see that, Tullahoma's, they've got 2 turnovers here in the first quarter already. They're really going after that football and on this wet night.
So Race Marin will punt it. It'll be measured from the 17-yard line. Marin gets the kick away. It is a high, tight spiral that hits at the 40. Takes a great Tullahoma roll down to the 30, down to the 27-yard line. That is a 55-yard punt for Race Marin.
Boom. That was a Ray Guy type punt. Probably the greatest punter of all time. He used to punt for the Raiders back in the 70s that had the great hang time. Beautiful spiral. That thing turned over and had lots of hang time. Hit the ground and rolled. Beautiful punt.
23 and 33. Yeah, I was close. 56 yards on the punt. Maplewood, first down and 10 at its 27-yard line with 19 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Panthers lead the Wildcats 8-6. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hodges on the keeper, and Hodges pushed outside, out of bounds by Race Marin at the 27. There's a flag on the play.
I think they got Ty Cox for an incidental face mask right here. Let's just hope it's not the 15 variety. Had him touched in the backfield, just barely grabbed his mask, and they threw the flag.
And Hodges shook that off. It is a incidental face mask. So that will not, the play will not count.
Yeah, his head definitely wasn't, it didn't turn, wasn't impacted, definitely was not a malicious tackle at all. Just grazed his face mask, but that's going to get called every time.
First down and 5 Maplewood at the Panther 32-yard line. 9 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Hodges from the pistol will hand it off to his tailback, and there is not much room inside for Maplewood's running back, as Bigham got maybe a yard as the first quarter has comes to a close. We played 1 here at Maplewood. The Panthers 8, the Wildcats 6. Tullahoma Wildcat football presented by Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat on the Rooster 101.5. Back in just 1 minute.
Your community matters. So does making sure it's well protected. Because Sally's isn't just a cafe. And Smith's isn't just a flower shop. It's years of hard work and investment.
Hey, new equipment looks great.
And in this moment, you realize your independent auto owner's insurance agent is the right person to protect it. Auto Owners Insurance.
Rodney's Body Shop was voted Never's Choice Small Business of the Year by the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce for 2016, and we work daily to earn that award from every one of our customers. We specialize in using the most current technology available, including environmentally friendly waterborne paint. We work with all insurance companies and will gladly help you with any insurance claims or questions you may have. Call us at 931-455-2570 or come by our new office located at 606 South Jefferson Street. Be sure to look for the bright red door.
Are you ready for some football? Are you ready for cool days and cold nights? We're here warming up to serve our community. Stroop Jacket Refrigeration would like to congratulate the 2019 class of Tullahoma. Go Cats!
Wildcats play here. This is the Rooster.
Second down and 3 at their 34-yard line. The Tullahoma Wildcats now moving left to right here in this second quarter. Hodges from the gun, straight drop. He's got school. The Panthers, after the turnover, drive 11 yards in 3 plays, score on a 19-yard pass. Can't turn it over against a really good team.
Well, we just saw the athletic ability of Bobo Hodges, too. He rolled out, Tullahoma had him in a long third down situation. You thought that the Bryson Corn hustle on the interception, potential pick six, and tackle was going to really pay big dividends for the Wildcats. He breaks our hearts there with that rolled out touchdown pass and then converts a 2-point conversion. No wonder he's accounted for 35 touchdowns on the season.
Maplewood leading 8-6. We'll kick it off. It's a little pooch kick that Matt Ross will let hit out of bounds. So Tullahoma will have the ball at the 35-yard line, unless the Wildcats want them to kick it again.
Boy, and Tullahoma was just so close with Samari Lane nearly getting his second sack in the relentless pursuit of a Bobo Hodges. It was rolling out there, Scott. I thought he was going to get him, and he got rid of it just in time for the Panthers for the touchdown.
Samari Lane has been spectacular so far in this football game. Tullahoma on offense at its 35-yard line, left hash mark. And the Wildcats also on that offensive line for Tullahoma is Tydrell Mitchell and Ben Fulton, quarterback, with Bryson Corn on his left hip. Fulton trying to get everybody in the right spot. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Fulton takes a snap, rolls to the right. Here comes pressure. Ball is on the ground. It's picked up by Maplewood, recovered at the 15-yard line, and Ben Fulton has the ball knocked out of his hands. Second turnover for the Wildcats. We're going to call that.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. They tried that little Utah shuffle pass again. Maplewood's defensive line caved it in. Quarterback Ben Fulton decided to tuck it. He gets nailed by the defensive tackle. He fumbles the ball, and Maplewood's in business here at the Tullahoma 15-yard line.
So Tullahoma's second turnover leads to another golden opportunity for the Maplewood Panthers. They're at the Wildcat 15. Hodges in the shotgun will hand it to his tailback, and he is tripped up in the backfield. Tullahoma's getting great penetration. That ball is loose, and that ball has been recovered by, let's see, they're still unstacking them. So far, really no signal of a fumble. They have not stopped the clock, so
looks like they're unstacking them.
Tullahoma's saying they've got the ball, but the officials have not stopped the clock. If it's a turnover, the officials stop the clock. Now it's been stopped, and that ball belongs to the Wildcats. So Maplewood turns it right back over to Tullahoma at the 15-yard line.
Big tackle by somebody over there, a gang of Wildcats. Somebody strips the ball out late from that ball carrier, and Tullahoma recovers it. They much needed turnover. Tullahoma's turned it over twice. Maplewood now once.
So this could be a lot of that.
Yes,
could be a bunch of that. Do we know who got that football for the Wildcats?
We don't. It was on the Tullahoma side of the field, which is pretty far away from us up here.
It's at the Tullahoma 14. The Wildcats have it, trailing 8-6 with 1:58 to go in the first quarter. Fulton will hand it to Corn. Bryson Corn goes straight into the line. This is that kind of game, Ken, where I think you're just going to have to try to power your way through, let that clock run, see what you can get.
I agree.
I mean, Bryson showed his tremendous speed on that interception.
Yeah, we just talked about, if you're telling them to stick to your winning script, what's got you here? How did you win the last 8 games? You did it with stingy defense, playing field position, special team greatness, and, of course, offensive balance.
And low turnovers. No gain for Corn. Second down and 10 at the 15-yard line of the Cats. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Fulton to throw. That pass intended for Kobe Burks is incomplete. It was behind Burks. Burks got a hand on it, but his whole body was turned. That would have been a miraculous catch.
Yeah, it sure would have. Definitely would have been an acrobatic catch on a dry field. And I think he was dealing with the wet field there and a wet football too. So you throw that in and it makes things even more difficult.
Got to figure out how to get Kobe the football, though.
Yeah.
Got to figure it out, and the Wildcats tried. Third down and 10. Tullahoma at the 15-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right now.
Tullahoma's got to be careful here with this 3rd and 10. They could be bringing the blitz.
Maplewood just brings 4. Fulton's going to run it all the way, and Fulton has nowhere to go. He got a yard or 2, but that's it. Tullahoma's going to punt it. Quarterback run all the way. Tullahoma really wanted to guard against a mistake right there.
Yeah, this Maplewood defense turning up the intensity. They see that, Tullahoma's, they've got 2 turnovers here in the first quarter already. They're really going after that football and on this wet night.
So Race Marin will punt it. It'll be measured from the 17-yard line. Marin gets the kick away. It is a high, tight spiral that hits at the 40. Takes a great Tullahoma roll down to the 30, down to the 27-yard line. That is a 55-yard punt for Race Marin.
Boom. That was a Ray Guy type punt. Probably the greatest punter of all time. He used to punt for the Raiders back in the 70s that had the great hang time. Beautiful spiral. That thing turned over and had lots of hang time. Hit the ground and rolled. Beautiful punt.
23 and 33. Yeah, I was close. 56 yards on the punt. Maplewood, first down and 10 at its 27-yard line with 19 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Panthers lead the Wildcats 8-6. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hodges on the keeper, and Hodges pushed outside, out of bounds by Race Marin at the 27. There's a flag on the play.
I think they got Ty Cox for an incidental face mask right here. Let's just hope it's not the 15 variety. Had him touched in the backfield, just barely grabbed his mask, and they threw the flag.
And Hodges shook that off. Yep. It is a incidental face mask, so that will not, the play will not count.
Yeah, his head definitely wasn't, it didn't turn, wasn't impacted, definitely was not a malicious tackle at all. Just grazed his face mask, but that's going to get called every time.
First down and 5 Maplewood at the Panther 32-yard line. 9 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Hodges from the pistol will hand it off to his tailback, and there is not much room inside for Maplewood's running back, as Bigham got maybe a yard as the first quarter comes to a close. We played 1 here at Maplewood. The Panthers 8, the Wildcats 6. Tullahoma Wildcat football presented by Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat on the Rooster 101.5. Back in just 1 minute.
Some disruption and some anxiousness on both sides. As an offensive lineman, you're trying to get off the ball, drop back in pass protection. As defensive lineman, you're a little antsy, trying to get a good jump and hit a gap. And both teams just playing a little fidgety on the line.
Timeout on the field, 9:28 to go in the half. Maplewood leads 8-6. It's a Rogers Insurance timeout.
The tradition, part of what makes the Tullahoma Wildcats so much fun to root for. We are T-Town strong, Wildcats at work and the pride of the Tullahoma High School Marching Band. Consequently, that's also what makes shopping at Clayton Shoes so great. Sure, they have a huge selection including New Balance, Dansko, Merrill, SAS, and more. But it's the tradition that makes shopping at Clayton's a win. Clayton's Family Shoe Store, downtown Tullahoma. Serving the area for over 100 years with service, quality, and fit. Proud supporter of Tullahoma Athletics.
Your community matters. So does making sure it's well protected. Because Sally's isn't just a cafe. And Smith's isn't just a flower shop. It's years of hard work and investment.
Hey, new equipment looks great.
And in this moment, you realize your independent auto owner's insurance agent is the right person to protect it. Auto Owners Insurance.
Whether your vehicle has 20,000 miles or 200,000 miles, you'll get honest answers at North Jackson Tire and Auto Service. Miss Honey and Jonathan greet you with a smile and explain everything in a language you'll understand. Offering bumper-to-bumper vehicle repairs from brakes, exhaust, shock struts, and more. Oil changes from $24.95. Tires from Goodyear, Kumho, General, and Yokohama. Get your vehicle treated the way you want to be treated. North Jackson Tire and Auto Services. Family owned. 2009 North Jackson Street, Tullahoma.
The Wildcats play here. This is the Rooster 101.5.
Of Jonathan and Miss Honey at North Jackson Tire in Tullahoma.
Region 4-4A in a battle for third place in Tullahoma's region. Marshall County trails Nolensville 7-zip that game in the second quarter. Spring Hill up 7-zip over Lawrence County at home. Of course, Tullahoma trails 8-6 here in Region 4-4A action. This game for the championship.
4th and 14 Maplewood at the Tullahoma 28-yard line. Hodges has 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Man in motion, Bigham. Left to right, Hodges to throw. Hodges is going deep for the end zone. It is incomplete. Well played by Jacoby Thomas. Broke it up on Kendrell Scurry.
No flags on the play. Scurry big on big there. Tullahoma matches up Jacoby Thomas on Kendall Scurry there, and that was a battle. Scurry 6'3", 191. Thomas about 6'1", 180. So good matchup right there in the corner of the end zone. No interference called. Tullahoma takes over on downs.
Well done by the sophomore Jacoby Thomas. Tullahoma takes over 1st and 10 at its 28-yard line with the Panthers on top 8-6. Wildcats have turned it over a couple of times, and Maplewood converted one of those into a touchdown.
Hey, somebody got to be in the fight.
So again, Kobe Burks and Bryson Corner in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fulton hands it to Korn, and Korn got nothing. Well played by that Maplewood interior.
Not much there.
It's sloppy there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, it is. And Bryson Korn having a tough time running inside tonight. That interior of the defense of the Panthers is very big and physical.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11. Tullahoma at the Wildcat 27. 8-6 Maplewood. 8:55 to go first half. Same set for the Cats on 2nd and 11. And Burks goes in motion, and flag flies. You know, a lot of times on that play, Tullahoma gets called for illegal procedure. A lot of times.
Yeah, it just doesn't take much to just a little flinch here or there.
Well, all the running back has to do is just take the slightest little lean up the field, and it's illegal procedure. You can't go forward when you're in motion. So I think that's what happens on that play, and Kobe's got to keep that thing flat until that ball is snapped.
Yeah, timing's critical on that play. Like you said, one slight move upfield before the snap will cost you.
2nd down and 16, Tullahoma at its 22. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Nobody's over slot.
Tullahoma's got a man uncovered. Fulton back to throw, looks left. Fulton goes long for Race Marin, complete. No, he dropped the football. He didn't drop it. He couldn't hold on to it. He was double covered, but Race went up and got his hands on it.
Well, you call it athletic play there by Race. He had both hands on it, but I believe they knocked it out of his hands coming down. Had they not had such good coverage, he would have caught that pass, and it had been a big play for the Wildcats. Good read there by Ben Fulton. He threw it only where Tullahoma could catch the ball. Unfortunately, it was a good defensive play. Maplewood knocks it out.
And threw it into that double coverage.
Yeah.
Tullahoma did have a man uncovered on the right side, but 3rd down and 16 at the 22-yard line. 8:09 to go in the half. 3 receivers to the right. And Fulton. Little screen pass to Kobe Burks. Burks at the 20. Burks at the 25. And Burks loses his footing at the 30-yard line, far short of the first down.
Yeah, I tell you, Maplewood really getting just on a little screen pass right there. They almost got to the quarterback, Ben Fulton. So somebody's getting whipped up on the line. Really got to watch that, so he don't get sacked for another fumble. He's already had 1 tonight under pressure. Tell him, as you said, 2 turnovers. Maplewood with 1.
4th down and 8 Wildcats at the Tullahoma 30. So Race Marin, who boomed a 56-yard punt last possession, will punt it again. Here comes Maplewood, and Marin gets it away. This one's a lot shorter, but it takes a great Tullahoma roll inside the 30, all the way down to the 27-yard line. 43 yards on that punt for Race Marion.
Fabulous punt. Just did it. Not as much hang time or spirals. That last one wasn't as pretty in the air, but a very, very effective roll, and then knocks it all the way down to the 27-yard line of Maplewood. And they've scouted Tullahoma well. They know Race does that rugby kick and kicks it down the sidelines. They put 2 guys back every time on those punts, so somebody's going to get their hands on the ball unless you kick it like that. That was perfect.
That was a beautiful kick by Race Marion. So Maplewood leading 8-6 with 7:17 to go in the first half. We'll have it first down and 10. And we've got a penalty against Tullahoma. I did not see what that call was. It's a 5-yard penalty. And it'll change the spot from the 27 to the 32.
They don't even give us a signal of what that one was. Just moved it 5 yards.
First down and 10 Maplewood at the 32-yard line. We don't deserve all that information. Hodges under center. Hodges will hand it off to Sutherland. Sutherland's got a lot of room at the 40. Sutherland to the 45. Sutherland to the 50. Sutherland into Tullahoma territory at the 45-yard line. A Factory Furniture first down and 10 Maplewood, but there is a flag on the play.
Imagine
and the
that.
Panthers are coming back.
Oh, that's big run there by the running back for
looks like a spot
Maplewood.
For holding.
So that's going to come back. They tackled him right in a big mud puddle on about the 42-yard line of Maplewood. We got one Tullahoma defensive back that his uniform is brown and wet now.
So holding call against Maplewood nullifies a really nice 30-yard play for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Put it at the 25 of Maplewood.
We can no longer see that young man's number. It's all brown on the back of his jersey.
First down and 17 Maplewood at their 25-yard line with 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Panthers lead the Wildcats 8-6. Hodges under center. Has a single setback, and Hodges wants to throw. Straight drop. Hodges is going deep on the middle of the field, incomplete, overthrew everybody. I think he had to get rid of it a little sooner than he wanted, Ken, because Mr. Ty Cox was coming quick.
Yeah, Cox, the wide receiver splits the seam, runs right down the middle of the field. He was there, had the coverage beat. Tullahoma safety tries to recover there, but pass just a little bit overthrown for the Wildcats.
They have got tremendous speed
yes,
at the skill positions. It's phenomenal.
I think they've got 3 or 4 guys that are so skilled that, you pick your poison. You can't double cover all of them.
Tullahoma brings Jalen Newsom in on that defensive line along with Mitchell on second down and 17. This time Hodges is in the pistol with a single setback. Hodges, here comes Ty Cox. Hodges gets the pass away to Sutherland, complete. 30, 35, 40. And Sutherland is out to the 44-yard line. That's a Factory Furniture first down and 10 Maplewood. He had an outlet in Sutherland, and he found him. Great play by Hodges.
Yeah, great quarterback awareness there by Bobo Hodges.
That throw is there all night long.
Under heavy pressure.
That pop pass is open all night long.
First and 10 Maplewood at the 44-yard line. Hodges, straight drop. Hodges, same play, but this time Bigham. This time it's incomplete, intended for Kennard, and it's second down.
Yeah, bad pass there by Hodges, one of his few of the game. As you said, Jamonte Kennard just sitting down out there in the flat was wide open. Just a bad pass. The ball probably a little wet, just got away from him.
Ian Poe back in on that defensive line for Tullahoma. Second and, how could it be second and 11, Ken? It was an incomplete pass. Second down and 10 for Maplewood. Handoff. No, Hodges on the keeper. He's got room at the 50. Down to the Tullahoma 45 to the 44-yard line. And a Factory Furniture first down and 10, Bo Hodges.
Excellent quickness by Hodges there on the keeper. This young man plays point guards and a tremendous basketball player on the Panther, on the hardwood for the Panthers. So we saw his athletic ability flashing there. Very quick runner.
13 yards for Bobo Hodges. First and 10 Maplewood at the Tullahoma 43. Handoff Kennard. Kennard around the right side. Breaks one tackle. Kennard still on his feet at the 35. Kennard's to the 30. up by a host of Wildcats inside the 30, and there's a flag on the play. Maplewood's starting to get loose a little bit.
Yeah, they are. They're starting to loosen our defense up with their running attack here a little bit, which unfortunately also opens things up in the air when you get that running game going.
Let's see what this flag is. A lot of flags as Kennard got down to about the 30-yard line.
That's horseshit call. That's no way. How we holding down?
And that's going. The flag came out right at the point of tackle, which you don't see holding much from there, but it is. It'll take it back to the 40.
Chris sealed his man.
Put it at the 40, call it first down and 7 Maplewood at the Tullahoma 40-yard line with 5:30 left to go in the first half. Hodges, handoff Sutherland. Sutherland 40, Sutherland 35, and Sutherland down to the 30 has another Factory Furniture first down and 10 Maplewood.
Yeah, just a straight handoff off left tackle and big running room, big hole there. So the Maplewood rushing attack starting to exert its will over here on this Tullahoma Wildcat defense.
Well, I tell you what's exerting its will is the Maplewood offensive line is starting to really control the line of scrimmage here, which was a fear coming in. They are big and experienced. Hodges back to throw. Hodges looks deep. Instead, out in the flat, incomplete, intended for Kennard. It's second down and 10.
Yeah, another low pass, threw it down around his ankles. No way that Kennard could have come up with that one. So 5:04 to go here before the half. Tullahoma needs to hold them here. You know, I don't know a whole lot about their field goal kicking, but if they go for 2 on all their extra points, they don't have much of a field goal
they're not kicking no field
potential. So, so Tullahoma just needs to hold them out of the end zone right here.
5:04 to go. Panthers lead the Cats 8-6. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Slots on either side. The tailback is Sutherland. Man in motion, Kennard. Hodges straight drop. Screen pass complete at the 30, and he is dropped at the 27-yard line. Fine play by Peyton Howard to drop Sutherland. It's third down.
Well, you called it a diving tackle, a shoestring tackle really there by Peyton Howard, the Tullahoma linebacker. So nice play there, and that could have went for a lot more yards. Good tackle.
3rd and 7 at the Tullahoma 26. 3 receivers to the right. Hodges from the shotgun. Straight drop. Hodges looks deep. Hodges over the middle toward the end zone. It is incomplete. Broken up there. Hunter Jewell was there along with Stroop. Fine defensive play by Tullahoma. Hodges really tried to thread the needle there. Couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, near touchdown. I believe the receiver had his hands on it, but as you said, Hunter Jewell knocked it away there at the last second. That's going to set up 4th and 8 here for the Wildcat 29-yard line.
Well, I know we're a long way, but we'll call it 4th and 7 at the 26. 4:27 to go, 8-6 Maplewood.
Tullahoma just stopped them about the last series, about the same area of the field, and same down and distance, pretty close.
Wildcats really need to stop here, only trailing by 2. It seems like it could be a lot more, but it's 8-6 Maplewood. Panthers going for it on 4th and 7 at the Tullahoma 26. Hodges brings a man in motion right to left, and he will drop straight back. Bobo Hodges over the middle, incomplete, not even close. And Tullahoma stopped Maplewood again, and will take over. Second time this quarter, Tullahoma stopped 4th down play.
Yeah, lots of guts there demonstrated by the Tullahoma defense. They just hang in there, driving the ball between the 30s, but Tullahoma stiffening up here these last 2 possessions and hold them on 4th down both times. This stays a 2-point ball game. Tullahoma right in this thing.
So the Wildcats have 4:21 left in the first half. Can Tullahoma mount some offense here? That offense has been basically non-existent. Remember, Tullahoma scored midway through the first quarter.
time of possession definitely controlled by the Panthers in the second quarter.
Yes. Wildcats bring Burks in motion, and Fulton wants to throw it to Kobe Burks. That pass complete at the 40-yard line. Burks tackled immediately at the 44. It's a Factory Furniture first down and 10. Tullahoma finally, Kobe gets his hands on it.
Well, one of our Stoops tools to victory was Tullahoma needed to create some explosive plays. We knew coming in that Bryson Corn was going to be keyed on by Maplewood in that run game. Tullahoma's got to find his playmakers downfield. Fulton did that time. Great catch by Kobe Burks.
Call it an 18-yard gain. First and 10, Tullahoma at the Wildcat 45-yard line. Quentin Howard is now in wide receiver, split wide to the right. Burks and Corn in the backfield with Fulton, and Fulton will throw it to Burks on a little flare pass. Burks is out over the 50 into Maplewood territory. Kobe down to the 47, a gain of 8.
Well, I tell you what, this team hits hard. I mean, when they pop you, you go down. So just a big, fast, physical defense. Tullahoma just trying to get the ball out, one of those little tunnel screens right there to Burks. He catches it and gets a good yardage there, 8 yards on first down.
Yeah, they really got a poor spot. They're going to put it at the now they change it again. So 2nd and 2 at the Maplewood 47 with 3 minutes left to go in the first half. And the Panthers on top of the Wildcats 8-6. Tullahoma splits Quentin Howard wide right. And again, Burks and Corn in the backfield. Fulton from the gun, hands it to Bryson Corn, and there's nothing in the middle. That is not going to work tonight.
A big loss there, just on a straight handoff. Tullahoma's offensive line got whipped, and so we do see a pattern taking place. The lines of scrimmage now are being owned by the Maplewood Panthers on both sides of the ball.
Benefit of the spot is a 3-yard loss for Bryson Corn. 3rd down and 5, Tullahoma at the 50-yard line.
You know, Tullahoma really at the muddiest part of the field. Looks like between that 50 going back to Tullahoma's 40, it's just a mud pit in there.
Cats are going to have to speed it up a little bit if they're going to get downfield here. There's 2 minutes left to play in the first half. 3rd down and 5 at midfield. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fulton hands it to Corn, straight up the middle. I don't know about that call. Corn is stopped for no gain. One of Tullahoma's offensive linemen, River Jenkins, just got hammered. And they're celebrating up here in the press box.
Bone-jarring hit right there. Corn went backwards. We haven't seen that happen very much this year at all, but this is, you can't underemphasize how big and physical that this.
Timeout, Maplewood. 1:29 to go in the half. Panthers lead at 8-6. It's a Rogers Insurance timeout.
The tradition, part of what makes the Tullahoma Wildcats so much fun to root for. We are T-Town strong. Wildcats at work and the pride of the Tullahoma High School Marching Band. Consequently, that's also what makes shopping at Clayton Shoes so great. Sure, they have a huge selection including New Balance, Dansko, Merrill, SAS, and more. But it's the tradition that makes shopping at Clayton's a win. Clayton's Family Shoe Store, downtown Tullahoma. Serving the area for over 100 years with service, quality, and fit. Proud supporter of Tullahoma Athletics.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep has been serving the Middle Tennessee area for over 2 decades. Since the very beginning, Stan McNabb has believed in putting their customers and employees first and doing what they can to help make our cities a better place. Stan McNabb Chevy, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, located at 2000 North Jackson Street, and Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram at 1200 East Carroll Street in Tullahoma.
Listen up, weekend warriors. Builder Supply has everything you need to knock out that home improvement project. From lumber and roofing to windows, doors, trims, or stair parts, Builder Supply has it all. Repainting a couple bedrooms? Builder Supply is your authorized Ben Moore and Porter Paints retailer. In business since 1922, Builder Supply offers quality personal service and over 100 years of experience. So before you tackle your next weekend project, stop by Builder Supply, 301 Southeast Atlantic Street in Tullahoma.
The Wildcats play here. This is the Rooster 101.5.
Up to punt on 4th down and 4. at midfield. This Maplewood defense is really starting to gain confidence here. And some really hard hits. Marin pulls down a high snap. It is a short kick. Hits at the 30, bounces down to the 25. It'll stop at the 22. So a 28-yard punt for Race Marin. And Tullahoma can't get anything going offensively here in this second quarter.
Yeah, it's been a tough second quarter offensively, but you know what? The defense made 2 good stops on 4th down plays deep in Tullahoma territory to keep this just an 8-6 game. And, you know, the more I watch this game, this Bobo Hodges, he looks like a number 4 that I just watched last night. Deshaun Watson, the Houston Texans, where's number 4? This guy stresses the defense, running and passing. He is a true dual-threat quarterback.
1st and 10 Maplewood at the 22-yard line. Hodges hands it off to his tailback. He's got a little bit of room. Out over the 25 to the 27, maybe the 28 goes Bigham. Gain of 5.
Yeah, nice tackle by Samari Lane right there. That could have went for more bigger yardage.
Call it a gain of 7. Maplewood tried to line up really quick and snap it. I don't think they were set.
So we're inside 1 minute in the first half to go. 57 seconds to go. Tullahoma trailing only by 2 points. This game, for all the marbles in Region 4-4A, the winner is going to be crowned the champion tonight.
So illegal procedure against Maplewood. They just tried to go too fast. Makes it 2nd down and 8 at the 24-yard line of the Panthers. 57 seconds left to go first half. Maplewood leads 8-6. Coming up at the half is the Rodney's Body Shop halftime show. Handoff. 30, 35. Out to the 37-yard line goes Bigham, Deshaun Bigham. And it is a Factory Furniture 1st down and 10 Maplewood.
Well, if you're Tullahoma, that 42 seconds is an eternity right now, so you want that clock to run as it starts back up.
Ball's at the 35. Hodges to throw. Quick pass out in the flat is complete. Slips 1 tackle, but not the second. And driven out of bounds after a gain of about 3.
Yeah, Tullahoma will give them all day long. That little short pass on the sidelines. Play clock now down to 28 seconds.
Call it a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 Maplewood at the Panther 37 with 28 to go. Hodges gets a call from head coach Asante Broom.
And check that game clock down to 28. I think I said play clock.
Yeah, there is no play clock here.
You got that right.
Maplewood splits 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. 2nd and 8. Hodges straight drop. He's got a lot of time. Now he's going to tuck it down and run. Hodges has dropped at the 37-yard line. Fine play by Peyton Howard.
He's made a couple nice tackles here the last 2 series. That was a big one. Lots of running room if Hodges gets by right there, but that's big. That may run out the clock right there.
Nope. Timeout's been called by Maplewood. So we will take advantage of this opportunity to take a North Jackson Tire drive around the region.
Let's look at Region 3-6A action, see what's going on in Murfreesboro. Oakland 56, Warren County 7. That was the final last night. Siegel lost 42-8 at Cookeville. Coffee County wins again, or wins. They're going to finish the season 2-8, 20-8 over White County. Riverdale is trailing Blackman 13-0 at the half.
Shouts out to Elder Reggie Holder.
So that's your North Jackson Tire drive around the region. 17 seconds to go here in the first half. Maplewood has it 3rd and 8 at their 37-yard line. And
well, what do you got to guard against right here? A Hail Mary, a deep pass?
Absolutely.
Surely. So you drop your safeties back deep here in coverage. Looks like to see what Tullahoma's alignment is going to be defensively. And looks like their safeties are about 20 yards down the field here.
Yeah, I got him.
Race Marin and Caleb Stroop.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right for Bobo Hodges. He wants to throw it deep. He's looking deep. Here comes the pressure, and Hodges escapes 1 man, but not the second. As a flag comes down, Hodges throws it incomplete. I think we'll get a hold in the backfield against Maplewood.
Nice coverage in the Wildcat secondary. Nobody open. Hodges throws the ball downfield. An uncatchable pass right there, uncatchable ball. So I think they're going to have another hold in here.
The flag came in the offensive backfield, and there's not a lot else those flags usually are. It is holding against Maplewood.
Well, we have had one cut block or chop block back there called on the offensive line. So their offensive line is committing some penalties tonight.
Hey, now this is 4th down. You need to tell them this.
6 seconds. Maplewood will have 3rd down and really, really long.
3rd down and for
about 22 yards or so. Call it 3rd and 22.
This will be a good time for a no, that looks like they're going to just drop and down.
And they do. So Maplewood downs the football, and the first half has come to a close. Your score at halftime: the Maplewood Panthers 8, the Tullahoma Wildcats 6. Stay tuned on this very station. Stay tuned for the Rodney's Body Shop halftime show. Tullahoma Wildcat football is presented by Stan McNabb, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat on the Rooster 1015. We'll be back with the Rodney's Body Shop halftime show after this 3-minute timeout.
Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. Chase, you okay? Are you dreaming about a Jeep? Come to the truck stop of the South. Russell Barnett, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Deckard Boulevard in Winchester. The area's only full-line business link dealer.
Football season is here, and fall is not far behind. And with these fall gatherings come special occasions, anniversaries, birthdays, first dates, and before you know it, the Christmas holiday season is upon us. At Giles Dunn Diamond Company, we offer a great selection of fine, fashionable jewelry, as well as great selection of engagement rings and, of course, diamonds. We offer one-of-a-kind custom-made jewelry for every occasion. Great products and great values guaranteed at Giles Dunn Diamond Company, located on North Jackson Street in Tullahoma.
Are you ready for some football? Are you ready for cool days and cold nights? We're here warming up to serve our community. Stroop Jacket Refrigeration would like to congratulate the 2019 class at Tullahoma. Go Cats!
Wildcats play here. This is the Rooster 1015.
Nashville, Tennessee, along with Ken Keller. I'm Scott Chastain. The Maplewood Panthers lead the Tullahoma Wildcats 8-6 as we are a couple of minutes away from the beginning of the third quarter. And I don't know, Ken. It seems like Maplewood should be leading by more. They've outplayed Tullahoma. I was surprised at the low offensive output for the Panthers. It seemed like they had more, but then when you think about it, they got started a couple of possessions at the 15-yard line. Tullahoma only gave up that one touchdown. Yeah. Maplewood's done a lot in the middle of the field. It's still misty and just nasty out there. This was supposed to be gone. This rain was supposed to be gone hours ago, but it's still here. Tullahoma, what's the answer offensively?
Well, that's a good question. First of all, you got to block them up front because we're not running. You know, you said 10 rushes, negative 10 yards, and really when Ben Fulton drops back, he's not having a whole lot of time. So I think the answer is to get rid of the ball quick, short passing game, and let's maybe look for Matthew Ross across the middle and see if they've decided to cover him yet. You know, we moved Kobe Burks in motion, fake out to him, and it found Ross down the middle and just gutted him on that one play, and then Corn took it in for the one. That's basically the only offense we've had, that and a catch on the Maplewood sidelines by Kobe Burks. But, 6 for 10 passing, 6 for 10 by Fulton has been good for 80 yards. I think it's just going to be tough sledding running the ball. I don't know if it's time to abandon the running game and just go with an air attack, but maybe it is.
Tullahoma's really one big mistake away from leading this game 6-0. That interception Fulton threw at about the 45-yard line was returned 40 yards to the 15, and Maplewood punched it in there. But other than that, Tullahoma's defense has given the kind of effort and results that we've come to expect.
Oh, you're exactly right. You know, there was a stint in the second quarter where we thought Bobo Hodges was taking over the game with his legs and with his passing ability, showing his athletic ability on display. Tullahoma made 2 key fourth down stops around their 30-yard line that really has kept this game where Tullahoma's got a great shot here in the second half to become Region 4-4A champs.
The winner of this game will win Region 4-4A. Both of these teams will host a first-round playoff game next week against the third and fourth place teams from Region 3-4A, and games are still being played for those situations to be decided. Nolensville and Marshall County are playing tonight, and they will both be on the road next week against the first and second place teams from Region 3. So it works that way every classification all across the state. Regions 1 and 2 match up, Regions 3 and 4 match all the way down, 8 regions per classification. The third and fourth place teams from one region travel to the first and second place teams from the other region. So Tullahoma will host a first round game next week. We'll be there 7 o'clock, Wilkins Stadium, next Friday night. Right now, though, we're set to begin the third quarter, and Tullahoma will kick off to open this third quarter. Remember, the Maplewood Panthers deferred, so Tullahoma will be moving left to right here in this third quarter, kicking off the football.
Well, who wants it? We're fixing to find out. 24 minutes of football at least left to determine the Region 4-4A champion, and so this is where it's gut check time. It's cold. The temperature's dropped. It's still wet. The field conditions are horrible.
Oh, it's raining, yeah. There's a squib kick for Tullahoma, picked up by Maplewood at the 20. 25-30. Breaks a tackle out to the 34-yard line. Driven out of bounds is Kennard, and that's where Maplewood will begin at its 34-yard line.
It looked like number 6, Hunter Palmer, made the tackle on the sidelines for the Wildcat special teams.
So Maplewood really went tempo in the second quarter, and it seemed to really get their offense going.
It sure did. They definitely controlled the clock in that second quarter as well. You got to worry about the fatigue factor setting in on Tullahoma defense the second half.
On first down, Hodges on the read option. He reads to keep it, and Hodges just works his way out over the 35 to the 37, a gain of 3 for Bobo Hodges.
Well, lots of hard hitting in that first half, and the second half starts out the same way. Tullahoma's got to find a way to stop Bobo Hodges if they want to become the champions of this region.
2 receivers left to the right. Hodges throws a little pass out in the flat, is incomplete. And that will bring up third down and 7 for the Panthers.
Yeah, good pressure by the Wildcat defense. Hodges throws that time off his leaning backwards, a little bit off balance, low throw around the ankles of the running back. He drops the wet ball, so that sets up a 3rd and 8. Boy, it'd be big if Tullahoma could get a 3 and out here to start this second half.
Yeah, I think these first couple of possessions here in this third quarter are critical in this ball game. With this mist coming down, nobody's coming from way behind to win this one. Hodges on 3rd and 7, straight drop. Hodges looking in the middle of the field, incomplete, as he overthrew his intended receiver, Mikael Smith. It's 4th down.
Well, that definitely could have been called pass interference on Race Marin. He collided with the receiver 10 yards down the field. Then that's why the receiver looked so open, because Race fell down, but overthrown pass by Hodges. Tullahoma fortunate there. They do get the 3 and out.
Rashawn Dalton will attempt the punt for the Panthers, and Kobe Burks is standing at his 35-yard line. The punt will be measured from the Maplewood 37. Dalton takes a good snap. Left footer gets a kick away, and Burks lets it bounce. He could have caught that football at the 30, but Tullahoma pretty fortunate it only rolled 2 or 3 yards to the 27.
Yeah, you'd rather be safe than sorry, especially on the first possession. Just get the ball here, and let's see if what offensive adjustments that Tullahoma makes after that 6-point first half. They need to get that offense going and give the defense some relief. They've been on the field an awful long time here the last quarter and a half.
11:07 to go, third quarter. Maplewood leads Tullahoma 8-6. First and 10 Wildcats at the Tullahoma 26-yard line. Race Marin is split wide to the left. Jake Hollingsworth and Kobe Burks are split to the right. Tight end left side. And Ben Fulton will hand it to Bryson Korn, and once again, Bryson Korn, absolutely nothing. He lost a yard or two.
Yeah, he's just, there's been a lot of tackles for loss. That defensive line penetrating into the Tullahoma backfield. Just no chance for Bryson Korn to even get going. He just can't even get his shoulder squared up. As soon as he gets the ball handoff, boom, he's getting hit.
No sweeps tonight by the Wildcats.
That's a good observation. No tall sweeps. That's been a calling card for us this year throughout the season.
Loss of 1 for Korn. Second down and 11 Tullahoma at the 25. Korn the single setback. Man in motion is Kobe Burks. And this is Korn, and Korn got a yard, a positive yard. It's 3rd and 10.
We almost wonder, it'd be risky to do it, to maybe put the sophomore in back there and run a couple Wildcats with him wide with Jacoby Thomas, just to maybe try to loosen that defensive front up a little bit, because we're getting nothing in the running game right now.
You got to feel like Tullahoma feels, due to the speed of Maplewood's defense, that they can't really run it wide. 3rd and 10 Wildcats at the 26-yard line. Ben Fulton in the shotgun, puts 3 receivers on the right side. Straight drop for Fulton. Here comes the pressure. He's going long for Race Marin. It's incomplete. Broken up on a fine defensive play by Maplewood's Ricky Harvell.
Yeah, the senior free safety Harvell gets over there and knocks the ball away. That ball hung in the air an awful long time. Marin just waiting for it to come down, but the free safety arrives and knocks the ball away here at the 9:41 mark of the third quarter. So both teams 3 and out on their first possessions of the second half.
Tullahoma will punt the football with Kennard and Sutherland back to receive the punt. It'll be measured from the Wildcat 26. Marin standing at about the 12-yard line.
Because you playing off 4 yards. He's 4 yards off the ball, and he's
It's a good snap. Marin gets the kick away, and he boomed another high spiral. This time it takes a Maplewood roll. Tullahoma needs to get on the football, and they do at the 46. So a 28-yard punt for Race Marin.
Well, Maplewood wins the battle of the field position exchanges here, as they're going to start this second drive of the second half just outside their 45, about the 46-yard line. They're on 46 here.
Yeah, not a good field position swap for the Wildcats. 9:30 to go, third quarter. 8-6 Maplewood. We're playing for the region title. It's been a while. Maplewood splits 2 receivers, left and right. Single setback.
Hand this thing off. Hand it off.
And in the pistol is Bobo Hodges, and Hodges will keep it. Hodges to the 45, Hodges to the 50, Hodges to the 45, and Hodges driven out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a Factory Furniture first down and 10 Maplewood.
It looked like Tullahoma was keying on the running back there, but on that little read option, they really need to key on number 4, because he's getting outside contained and just going around the edges on us for big yardage. That's a big run by Hodges.
Gain of 10 for Hodges. First and 10 Maplewood. 3 receivers to the right this time, and Sutherland gets the handoff. Sutherland slices his way to the 40-yard line and maybe a little more to the 38. Boy, he got a great spot. Gain of 6 for Sutherland. Second down and 4 Maplewood at the 38. Sutherland again. Sutherland this time is wrapped up by Samari Lane and company, but fights his way to the 35. He's a yard or 2 short of the first down.
Tullahoma really needs to tackle that football right now. It's slippery. They need to create a turnover. They've created 21 on the season, 20 coming into this game. They need number 22 right here.
8:20 to go in the third quarter. Maplewood on third down. Bobo Hodges will keep it, and Hodges has got the first down and more as he rambles down to the 25-yard line. It is a Factory Furniture first down and 10 Maplewood, and there's a flag on the play.
Well, I think they may have got one of the wide receivers for a push in the back.
Hodges had a lot of room on that left side.
nobody.
That's the quickest way.
Looks like it might have been on number 6, T.J. Springer, the wide receiver.
Don't want to get Springer on that. So where does that put the ball now?
And the call is holding against Maplewood. So it is a spot foul. Looks like the flag's on the 28. The ball will be at the 38.
Keep going. 35. Keep going.
Much needed penalty mark off for the Wildcats. They're reeling a little bit on defense as this third quarter controlled early by the ground game of the Panthers.
3rd down and 4 Maplewood at the Tullahoma 38-yard line. Clock running, 8 minutes left to play third quarter. 8-6 Maplewood. Hodges to throw. Here comes the pressure. Set the screen up, and Sutherland is blasted. Jacoby Thomas drops Sutherland in the backfield. It's 4th down.
Yeah, beautiful read there by Jacoby Thomas, the young sophomore Wildcat. Comes up, makes a sure tackle there for negative loss. So that's going to set up 4th down. Can you tell Tullahoma hold them again? Once again here on 4th down in Wildcat territory.
The spot is going to be the 40-yard line, so a loss of 2. Makes it 4th down and 6 Maplewood at the Tullahoma 40. And the Panthers show all indications they're going to go for it here, as they have most of the time on 4th down. 4th and 6. 7:15 to play here in the third quarter. 8-6 Panthers. Hodges sends Sutherland in motion, and Hodges wants to throw. Hodges got a wide open receiver complete at the 20, and down to the 15 goes Kendrell Scurry. It's a Factory Furniture 1st down and 10 Maplewood.
Well, you called it, just too much room. Scurry running wide open down the middle of that Wildcat defense, and now that time Maplewood converts a critical 4th down situation to keep this drive alive.
23 yards on the reception by Scurry. Spot the ball at the 17-yard line of the Wildcats. Maplewood on the march. Hodges, 3 receivers to the right. Hodges on the keeper. Hodges to the 15. Hodges to the 10. Hodges slammed out of bounds at the 5-yard line by Thomas, but he's close to another 1st down Maplewood.
And Thomas corralled him deep in Wildcat territory, but another effective read option run by Bobo Hodges. They keep running with him to that left side, and it's been very effective here in this third quarter action.
Gain of 11 for Hodges. It's 1st and goal at the Tullahoma 6. And the Wildcats jumped, so Maplewood's going to get half that distance. I believe it's against Tullahoma.
Offside a little.
Offsides against the Wildcats.
That'll be half the distance, so it will be 1st down and goal now from the 3-yard line. Actually spotted at the 4 for some strange reason.
Well, that's Wildcat defense. I mean, they're just, this offense from Maplewood's multifaceted, so hard to stop, dynamic offense.
Now, Hodges is great. He may be the best player we've seen all year. He is really, really good.
Definitely puts the pressure on you.
Goes under center now, dropped the football, but he picked it up, and he got into the end zone for the touchdown. Bobo Hodges dropped the football, picked it up, and scored from 4 yards away.
Well, Tullahoma bent. They finally broke on that drive. They were bending, averted two 4th down conversions in the first half by Maplewood. They convert a big 4th down that time, run the receiver right down the middle, and then they eventually score with the Hodges punch in there from the 1-yard line. So Cats got to find some offense here, Scott.
Maplewood leads 14-6 with 6:25 to go in the third quarter, and the Panthers will go for 2. That's what they do. Really tight set for Maplewood, single setback.
Here's that one, snap.
And Bobo Hodges, as there's a flag on the play, and it is a delay of game against Maplewood, so they'll have to do this 2-point conversion from the 8 instead of the 3.
That's critical, because if Tullahoma can hold them out of the end zone on this 2-point conversion, it'll still be a 1-possession game. A touchdown and 2-point conversion would tie it. Otherwise, 10-point lead, of course, touchdown and field goal. So 2-score game. So let's see if the Wildcats can hold them to a 1-score game here in the third quarter. We're down to 6:25 to go.
Trying to go for 2 to get a double-digit lead here.
So Maplewood gets everybody set for that 2-point conversion, although everybody's not really sure. I think Maplewood's got Confusion. Now the snap. Hodges going to throw a fade route to Scurry. It is intercepted, Jacoby Thomas. And the two-point conversion is no good. 6:25 to play in the third quarter. Maplewood 14, Tullahoma 6. Here's a Factory Furniture timeout.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep has been serving the Middle Tennessee area for over 2 decades. Since the very beginning, Stan McNabb has believed in putting their customers and employees first and doing what they can to help make our cities a better place. Stan McNabb Chevy, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, located at 2000 North Jackson Street, and Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram at 1200 East Carroll Street in Tullahoma.
Rodney's Body Shop was voted Never's Choice Small Business of the Year by the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce for 2016, and we work daily to earn that award from every one of our customers. We specialize in using the most current technology available, including environmentally friendly waterborne paint. We work with all insurance companies and will gladly help you with any insurance claims or questions you may have. Call us at 931-455-2570 or come by our new office located at 606 South Jefferson Street. Be sure to look for the bright red door.
Glicken Woods Family Dentistry understands you never get a second chance to make a good first impression, and your smile is an important part of that impression. That's why they put together the most experienced, friendly, and professional staff. Add to that the most sophisticated diagnostic and treatment technology available. The result is a winning smile so powerful you could break ice with it. Visit the smile experts at Glicken Woods Family Dentistry and let your smile be the first thing people notice about you. Glicken Woods Family Dentistry, glickenwoods.com.
The Wildcats play here. This is the Rooster 101.5.
Tullahoma 14-6. Along with Ken Keller, I'm Scott Chastain. Here's the kick by Maplewood, and it hits at the 20, and Kobe Burks corrals it at the 20. Now breaks the tackle at the 25 and just runs out of bounds near the 30-yard line. And that's where Tullahoma will begin this drive. Well, they got to get something going offensively, Ken.
Yeah, they definitely got to get something going here. They're at a danger point of this game. 6:20 to go, third quarter.
There's a flag on the play, on the kickoff. So let's see what that call is. A lot of flags tonight.
Well, Maplewood's really basically dominated this game from the second quarter on here, and but Tullahoma only trails by 8, so they're going to have to wake up offensively and make something happen.
It is holding against Tullahoma on the kickoff return, so that will be the spot of the foul.
No, it's a hold on Tullahoma.
From the 32, I think it'll take it back. Should take it back to the 22. Well, let's see for the mark off here.
Well, I think the referees are confused because the referee pointed it towards Maplewood, a push in the back, but Maplewood's not going to be pushing in the back on a kickoff, surely.
I don't get that.
And they're going to mark this off against Maplewood, Ken.
I've never seen a push in the back on the kickoff team. Why would you go push in the back? You're going to try to tackle the ball carrier.
Well, they first signaled hold against Tullahoma was the first signal.
Yeah.
But the Wildcats will take this right here. First down and 10 Tullahoma at the 40-yard line with 6:20 to go in the third quarter. Maplewood leads 14-6.
Tight left.
Fulton shotgun.
Ben Fulton in the gun with Bryson Korn on his left hip. Fulton going to throw it over the middle, incomplete, too high. Intended for Hunter Jewell, and there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, Jewell was open. You'd like to see Fulton put a little bit more touch on that ball. He rifled it, just shot it past him. Throw a little touch on that, and it would have been completed for a big gain. But it was going to come back anyway for a penalty.
No, I think Tullahoma probably held in the backfield. That's just a makeup on the previous penalty.
Sure is. Makeup call from the push in the back from the kicking team.
So probably a legitimate makeup call, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Tullahoma will have it 1st and 20, and the ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line. So Tullahoma conveniently held exactly on the line of scrimmage. With 6:15 to go in a slow-moving third quarter, because we can't get anything going, and by we, I mean the game in general, because the officials have just absolutely taken over. Basically flag every play.
Tullahoma has found a soft spot in the middle of that defense downfield if they can connect on the passes.
Wildcats have 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right, with Fulton throwing it to the left, and that pass is complete at the 40, out to the 45. Goes Hunter Jewell, a gain of close to 15 yards, but remember it was 1st and 20.
Excellent play there on first down. So you have a 1st and 20, which is pretty tough to convert. You get 15 on the first down play. Little screen pass out there to Jewell. He turns it upfield. That's a nice game for the Wildcats, and hopefully maybe generate some momentum for this drive right here.
2nd down and 5. Tullahoma at its 45-yard line. 6:07 to go in the 3rd quarter. Panthers lead at 14-6.
RPO.
Single receiver split to the right. Burks in motion, left to right. And Fulton will throw it to Burks, and it's complete at the 50. Kobe into Maplewood territory to the 45 to the 42-yard line. It's a Factory Furniture 1st down and 10 Wildcats.
Boy, screen pass right, very dangerous. The defensive back crept up and nearly picked 6 the other way. But Burks catches it, turns it upfield, 1st down Wildcats. This is the deepest that the Wildcats have penetrated since the 1st quarter, I believe, of this game.
So a gain of 13 yards on the pass from Fulton to Burks. 1st and 10 Tullahoma at the Maplewood 42. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. And Fulton will hand it to Bryson Korn, and Korn has the ball pulled out of his hands, and Maplewood's got that football. And we're waiting for the official signal. Yes, Maplewood's got it. They clearly recovered the football. Turnover number 3 by the Wildcats.
Oh, Tullahoma just tries to run a little quick trap with Korn there with the pressure coming up the field, and the ball security is an issue here with this wet football, and it just squirts loose, and the Panthers recover it. So that's 3 turnovers for the Wildcats tonight against Maplewood's 1.
And it's really tough to beat a great team.
Yes, it is.
When you turn the ball over. Maplewood 1st and 10 at its own 43-yard line. Bobo Hodges splits 3 receivers to the left, and Bobo will keep it, and Bobo is going to be sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Ty Cox, Tydrell Mitchell, both there for the Wildcats.
Man, they trifecta of Wildcats eat him alive all the way, lost back to the 35-yard line of Maplewood. So just when Tullahoma needed a big play, momentum just squarely on the shoulders of Maplewood, they get a big tackle for big loss right there.
Loss of 8, 2nd down and 18 Panthers at their 35-yard line. Hodges to throw. Here comes pressure. It's a screen pass complete to Scurry. Scurry to the 40, to the 45, 50. Trying to elude a tackler. Instead, he pitches it forward to a guy. That's going to be an illegal forward pass against Maplewood. Now, the plays don't going to count, but the illegal forward pass will be from the spot of the pass. That was pretty strange.
It was. Did they throw a flag on it, Scott?
Yes, there's a flag on the play.
Good.
No, he's going to give it to them if he can.
It's going to be at the Tullahoma 48, so it was a gain of 17 yards. And he pitched the ball. Scurry pitched it forward to a teammate. Yeah. And you obviously can't do that. Now they're talking about it in the referee's huddle. And now Tullahoma set its illegal forward pass against Maplewood. Tullahoma declines it because somehow Tullahoma got the football.
There was a fumble on the play.
I never saw
it. Unbelievable. So under pressure, Hodges dumps it off, throws a slip screen that's going right up the middle for big yardage. The wide receiver flips the ball off, and they're basically a forward lateral, which is illegal. The flag comes out, and then Tullahoma knocks the ball away from the guy he flipped it to around at their 48-yard line. So Tullahoma's going to get the ball back.
But you would think if it was an illegal forward pass that the person who caught it couldn't fumble, right?
Yeah, that's what you would think.
Tullahoma 1st down and 10 at its 48-yard line. 4:34 to go in the 3rd quarter. Maplewood leads 14-6. Ben Fulton in the shotgun. Straight drop. Here comes the pressure. Fulton's going to have to try to outrun it, and Fulton so far is loose, and Fulton is popped out of bounds on a hard hit in Maplewood territory at the 48-yard line.
Boy, he got hit and flew 7 yards out of bounds over on that Tullahoma sideline. So he got whacked one step from going out of bounds. It was a clean hit, but he paid the piper on that one.
A gain of 4 for Ben Fulton. It will be 2nd down and 6 for the Wildcats at the Maplewood 48.
That is the longest, when you watch this replay, Wildcat fans, that's the longest 4-yard run you will ever see in a football game.
He outran. We've got a face mask call against Maplewood. Face mask penalty. So tack on 15 yards to that. Into that play, and it's 1st down and 10 Tullahoma.
Put a star by that Maplewood fumble on that attempted lateral. That's going to be a big play in that game if Tullahoma can convert this drive. 5 turnovers now in the game. Tullahoma has 3. Maplewood has 2 fumbles.
Wildcats 1st down and 10 at the Maplewood 32. 4:22 left to go. I mean, it's a flag every play.
It is.
Yeah, it really is.
Wildcats 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Right, slots both sides. Fulton to throw.
Fulton looks to pass out in the flat, intended for Burks. It's incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Burks just dropped that one, but again, we got a wet football out here. Damp field, muddy field, terrible conditions out here. Both teams battling. Lots of pressure on both teams. Region 4-4A championship here at stake. The Wildcats need to put the ball in the end zone right here.
2nd and 10 Tullahoma at the Maplewood 32 with 4:16 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Well, you know, at some point Tullahoma was going to have to win some one-on-one battles down the field with their wide receivers. Jacoby Thomas may be a
I like this one near side. He's got 5 inches on the defender. Tullahoma 2nd and 10. Fulton and a flag on the play. Every play. This one looks like it's going to go against the Wildcats as they illegal procedure.
Wildcats back them up 5 yards, 2nd down, about 15.
Perhaps a state record will be set in a championship regular season game for penalties here tonight. I mean, there's
could be an all-time penalty record here at Maplewood High School.
A bunch.
But and you know, if you set an all-time turnover record in this weather, you could say, you know, I can see how. But what's with the penalties?
Yeah. Well, a lot of pre-snap ones, and those are the ones. Those just mental errors and lack of focus and discipline at this point of the game.
2nd and 15 Wildcats at the Panther 37.
Tell Rick, get ready.
Fulton wants to throw to the left side. It is incomplete. Should have been intercepted far over the head of the intended receiver. It was Race Marin. 3rd and 15 Tullahoma.
Well, down here at the bottom of the field to the near sideline of Maplewood, you got Kobe Burks and Jacoby Thomas down here on this side of the field. I think at some point, one of those, you got to put the ball in one of those guys' hands on a deep shot down the field.
Throw it up, but at the same time, Ben Fulton has very little time to throw. I don't know how long you could stand back there to wait for those guys to get downfield, but they don't take long to get downfield. 3rd and 15 Wildcats at the 37-yard line of Maplewood. As Ben Fulton, here comes the pressure. He's got no time. Sacked all the way back at the 50-yard line is Fulton. And Mikael Smith was in there before Ben had a chance to barely get the snap, and Ben is not getting up.
Well, he got slung like a rag doll on that play. Just a jailbreak blitz, or right defensive end came in, or looked like a safety blitz too, and Mikael Smith came in, got him around the 50-yard line, flipped him backwards, down hard onto this wet turf here at Maplewood High School.
So a loss of 13 yards is going to make it 4th down and 28 Tullahoma at the 50-yard line, and Ben Fulton is still down. 3:59 to play in the 3rd quarter. 14-6 Maplewood. Here's a Rogers Insurance timeout.
Do you know as much about insurance as you know about a zone read? Do you know exactly what it takes to make sure that your home, car, life, and your rival's new wide receiver are all adequately covered? How much insurance to buy? What deductibles are best? Do you run it straight up the middle or go with the play action pass? And then how do you put it all together? Don't be an armchair quarterback. You need to make the call to Rogers Insurance, your local independent insurance agent, to help coach you through your insurance buying decisions.
The tradition, part of what makes the Tullahoma Wildcats so much fun to root for. We are T-Town strong, Wildcats at work and the pride of the Tullahoma High School Marching Band. Consequently, that's also what makes shopping at Clayton Shoes so great. Sure, they have a huge selection including New Balance, Dansko, Merrill, SAS, and more. But it's the tradition that makes shopping at Clayton's a win. Clayton's Family Shoe Store, downtown Tullahoma. Serving the area for over 100 years with service, quality, and fit. Proud supporter of Tullahoma Athletics.
Ah, Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. Check. You okay? Are you dreaming about a Jeep? Come to the truck stop of the South. Russell Barnett, Crossroad Eyes Jeep Ram on Deckard Boulevard in Winchester. The area's only full-line business link dealer.
The Wildcats play here. This is the Rooster 101.5.
Second down and 9. Bobo Hodges wants to go deep. It is far over the head of the intended receiver. Tullahoma had him double covered. It's 3rd and 9.
Smith.
Well, they take a home run shot right there, but Hodges overthrows the wide receiver by a good 10 yards there, so nobody hurt. 3:11 to go, 3rd and 10. This is a big play right here for Tullahoma. They need to stop them.
Know what's going on?
And there's a flag on the play. It's a sideline warning against Maplewood. So no penalty there, just a warning. Although they did mark off a penalty. I don't get this game. It's 3rd down and 14 now at the 20-yard line. So that was a penalty against the Panthers,
which means they've already had a prior sideline warning.
I guess didn't catch that one. 3rd and 14, Maplewood. Bobo Hodges drops to throw. Here comes the pressure. Sack. Ty Cox gets there again. Big sack on Hodges. It's 4th down.
It sure was. The man with the cowboy collar, Ty Cox, number 52. Rushes from that left defensive end position and swallows up quarterback Bobo Hodges. A huge sack for the Wildcats. They have the Maplewood pinned deep here in their own territory, so Tullahoma ought to come out of this with excellent field position. Kobe Burks standing on the Maplewood 40-yard line ready to receive this punt out of the end zone.
4th down and 20 for the Panthers. Set to punt, and there's a flag on the play.
Another false start.
That's going to back them up. They're going to be punting from 5 yards deep in the end zone now.
Back at the 9.
It's going to set up 4th and 25.
It is against Maplewood. Another illegal procedure. So that will make it 4th and 25 at the 8-yard line of the Panthers. Punting from their own 8. Punter standing in the end zone. Gets the snap.
Up to the 36.
Left footer gets the kick away. Kobe's just going to let it hit. Hits it to 45. Touched a Maplewood player at the 48.
7-yard line.
So 40-yard punt. Not a bad job at all.
Clutch kick there out of the end zone. So could have ended up much better for Tullahoma, but as it is, they're on this side of the 50, 47-yard line of Maplewood, and it's time for the offense to go right here. Let's see who is going to be playing quarterback on this possession. As our windows fog up here in the press box.
No kidding.
In the fog.
Got a lot of people in here. Door shut.
Yeah.
Fogging us up.
Who's in there?
Fulton return. Shouts out to Fulton.
Tullahoma will have it. 1st down and 10 at the Maplewood 48-yard line. 2:11 left to go in the 3rd quarter, and the Panthers lead the Wildcats 14-6. And Ben Fulton is back in at quarterback. Little shuttle pass to Kobe Burks. Burks gets horse collar tackled. No flag there,
called
but
everything else, but not gonna call a horse
it's
collar.
a gain of 6 on the shuttle pass from Fulton to Burks.
They did gain about 7 yards though. Wildcats on
Spotted at the 42-yard line, so a gain of 5. It is 2nd and 5 for Tullahoma.
Scott, turn the defrost on up here. It's fogging up on us.
It is fogging up a little bit. Yeah, call it 2nd and 4. I like that better, a gain of 6. Cats bring Burks in motion, and again, a little shuttle pass to Kobe. Kobe tries to bounce away, and he is on the ground, a loss on the play.
Well, Tullahoma runs the same exact play twice. They found success with it the first time, but not the second time.
Well, against this defense, you are not turning around and going back the other way, especially on this field. You just got to take what you can get.
Yeah, they pursue very well, and as you said, we're a wet track out here. You're not going to cut across the field against these guys, not tonight.
3rd down and 7 at the Maplewood 45 with 50 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Oh, Tullahoma needs a first down bad. And I think the Wildcats are guilty of another illegal procedure. They just can't get anything going offensively.
3rd down and 12 at midfield. I mean, both
next week, we got to keep this clear, man. They need to talk to the players and shit.
Well, it looks like Quentin Howard's in at wide receiver, number 14 for Tullahoma.
Yeah, it has been for a while, and I'll tell you, we really haven't seen much of Jacoby Thomas tonight at wide receiver.
Yeah.
So Cats, 3rd and 12 at midfield. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And this has pretty much been the set for most of the game for Tullahoma. Ben Fulton drops to throw. Fulton's going to throw it long for Kobe Burks, incomplete. Far over the head of everybody. Just kind of hoping for what you called for, a home run ball.
Yeah.
Throw it up there and let them go after it, but it went out of bounds.
Double coverage there by the Panther defense. You know, if number 2's not on the field, that other deep threat right there, they're just going to double Kobe when he comes out, goes down the field on trying to receive a route.
So it's 4th down and 12 for Tullahoma. Lost a yard on the incomplete pass, I guess. The ball's now at the 49. It was on the 50.
Good catch. Unbelievable.
And now the referee says, we'll move it up halfway. I tell you what, we'll split it in half for you. Move it up halfway. So they do. Tullahoma to punt it with Race Marin.
Marin punting against the wind. Strong breeze. Look at that flag out there, Scott, behind the scoreboard. It's really whipping up out there now.
He is punting it against the wind.
Against the wind.
Should be a song, Against the Wind. And the punt hits at the 28-yard line. So a 22-yard punt for Race Marin. And that's where Maplewood will begin at its 22-yard line with 11 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. And the Panthers leading the Wildcats 14-6.
Well, Tullahoma's had their opportunities in field position, certainly in this 3rd quarter, no doubt about it. They, forced a punt out of the end zone just a couple series ago by Maplewood, and were unable to move the ball. So I don't know what the answer is offensively. They're just stymieing our offense right now. We can do nothing.
I think that's the word, Kenneth. Stymie.
Yep.
1st and 10, Panthers at their 28. 11 seconds to play in the 3rd. Hodges drops the snap, now picks it up. Now he's going to throw long. He has got a man wide open. Complete at the 35-yard line is Jamonte Kennard. And with 1 second to go, Maplewood hits a big play.
Well, Hunter Jewell on the coverage that time. He got burnt down the sidelines. Him and Quentin Howard just threaded the needle. Hodges did for a deep pass, and though Tullahoma's got to hold them. Big play there in the 3rd quarter.
39 yards on the completion. Maplewood threatening as we begin the final 12 minutes. The Panthers 14, the Wildcats 6. Tullahoma football is presented by Stan McNabb, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat on the Rooster 1015. Back in just 1 minute.
Your community matters. So does making sure it's well protected. Because Sally's isn't just a cafe. And Smith's isn't just a flower shop. It's years of hard work and investment.
Hey, new equipment looks great.
And in this moment, you realize your independent auto owner's insurance agent is the right person to protect it. Auto Owners Insurance.
Glicken Woods Family Dentistry understands you never get a second chance to make a good first impression, and your smile is an important part of that impression. That's why they put together the most experienced, friendly, and professional staff. Add to that the most sophisticated diagnostic and treatment technology available. The result is a winning smile so powerful you could break ice with it. Visit the smile experts at Glicken Woods Family Dentistry and let your smile be the first thing people notice about you. Glicken Woods Family Dentistry, glickenwoods.com.
Rodney's Body Shop was voted Never's Choice Small Business of the Year by the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce for 2016, and we work daily to earn that award from every one of our customers. We specialize in using the most current technology available, including environmentally friendly waterborne paint. We work with all insurance companies and will gladly help you with any insurance claims or questions you may have. Call us at 931-455-2570 or come by our new office located at 606 South Jefferson Street. Be sure to look for the bright red door.
The Wildcats play here. This is the Rooster 101.5.
At Stadium, Maplewood High School, Nashville, Tennessee. We begin the fourth quarter of this Region 4-4A title game. Maplewood leads it 14-6. The Panthers have it. First down and 10 at the Tullahoma 28. Handoff to Deshaun Bigham, and Bigham spins his way for 5 or 6 yards.
A nice run by Bigham, just running over Wildcat defenders on that one.
Spotted at the 26, a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. And I don't know, there's a flag on the play, of course, as the ball was fumbled. Looked like a false start against Maplewood. I don't know.
I think it was the whole left side of their line.
A lot of flags, a lot of slippery footballs.
False start should be a false start against the Panthers. 5 yards.
Well, Tullahoma does have the wind in the fourth quarter, and I wouldn't mention that if it was not substantial. That wind howling out there right now on this cold, wet night with the muddy field here, and so that does
should have a chance to throw it up.
Yeah, when you throw the ball, it's going to add some more distance to it. And conversely,
and we saw what it did on Hodges' throw.
Oh, sure, yeah.
He threw it up, and it was 10 yards over his receiver's head. So you got to adjust to it. Sometimes throwing with the wind can be as hard as throwing into it.
Yeah.
Second down and 8, Maplewood. Hodges wants to throw. Here comes Cox. Hodges going to throw the ball downfield. It's complete on a great catch by Kendrell Scurry, who I thought just got 1 foot in bounds. This is high school football, but it's a factory furniture. First down and 10, Maplewood.
Well, a big-time catch from a big-time player, the senior wide receiver, number 2, Kendrell Scurry, 6'3", 191. Came into this game with 640 yards receiving. He is leaning to the Auburn Tigers.
And this time, Bobo Hodges will hand it off, and there is absolutely nothing there for Deshaun Bigham. It's second down.
Yeah, big play. Tackle for loss by the Wildcat defense here. 10:45 to go. Tullahoma's got plenty of time. No field goal threat here, so they're in 4-down territory. Maplewood Tullahoma needs a turnover and definitely got to stop them.
Loss of a couple. Second down and 12. Hodges. Pass over the middle is complete on a fine catch by Scurry at the 8-yard line.
This guy's a baller. He's going to come off. He's shaking up. So he's going to come out, but a fantastic catch by Scurry there.
Gain of 13. It is first down and goal, Maplewood at the Tullahoma 9-yard line. Clock ticking, 10:20 left to go in the football game. Maplewood leads 14-6.
Let's go. Put this baby on ice.
Yeah, right
up their noise hole. Right behind center guard.
Maplewood lines it up, first and goal at the 9. Hodges using some clock. Has a man in motion. And Hodges will keep it. Hodges over the left side, tries to stutter step his way. Might have gotten to the 6 or so. It's second down, Maplewood.
I tell them to defense that play a lot better. They were getting gashed earlier in the game on that play. They adjusted, made a good tackle. Good game tackling. 2 or 3 guys got him, took him down. 9:43 to go. Tullahoma down by 8. Maplewood trying to blow this thing open. 2-score game's going to be tough for us right here.
Gain of 4 for Hodges. Second down and goal at the 5.
We'll see where they spot it. Okay, you got 3. Second and goal.
Wildcats defense has battled all night long. They just hadn't got a whole lot of help from the offense tonight.
Ball rests on the 5-yard line. Hodges has an I formation behind him.
I formation to the right.
Hodges under center, hands it to the end around, and the end around is dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Great play by Race Marin to seal the edge, force that runner back in. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they're fighting out there, telling me, as they're demonstrating guts and courage right now. As this game's inside 9 minutes, they know that they cannot go down 2 scores the way Maplewood's defense is playing right now. That's going to set up a 3rd and 6, 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line here.
No gain on the play. 3rd down.
They're going to have 2 downs to get it in. Somebody's going to have to make some plays here. We need a big play right here by this Wildcat defense. Can they do it one more time? 2 more times.
8:35 to go. 3rd down and goal at the 7.
3rd and goal from the 7.
Hodges now in the shotgun. Has 3 receivers to the right side. Hodges to throw. Straight drop, looks over the middle. That pass is intercepted. Hunter Jewell. Now he's tackled in the end zone. The ball is fumbled. It's recovered at the 2. They're going to spot it at the 2. Who got it? I guess, I don't know who got the ball. Hunter Jewell intercepted it in the end zone. I thought he was down when he hit in the end zone. They're going to talk about it.
Maplewood's offense is coming off the field. Let's see.
Well, we know it was intercepted by Jewell, that's for sure. And then Jewell wanted to bring it out of the end zone. He was tackled in the end zone. I thought he hit the ground in the end zone. I think the video replay will clearly show that he hit the ground in the end zone.
Well, if this play stands and Tullahoma gets possession, absolutely humongous play there for the Wildcat defense. We said, could they hold them?
It's 1st down, Tullahoma. Now is it 1st down at the 2? I guess
think
so.
It's at the 2. He tried to run it out. The ball was knocked away. Right around the goal line, it popped out to the 2. Tullahoma must have recovered it. So that's better than giving up a touchdown. So you're still alive here. 8:16 to go. Big play there by Hunter Jewell, number 22. The Wildcat defense does it again, folks.
Well, that was huge. And they'll actually spot it at the 3. So we'll call it the 3. 14-6 Maplewood. 8:16 to go, and Tullahoma's got the football 97 yards away from potentially tying this game up.
Both teams now 3 turnovers. Both teams have thrown 1 interception and fumbled it twice.
Tullahoma has empty backfield, 3 receivers to the left, and Corn in motion. Pass out is complete to Matt Ross, and Ross only got a couple of yards before he's dragged down at the 5.
Well, those couple of yards were huge because the defensive lineman from Maplewood was thinking safety.
Tullahoma can't keep them out of the backfield.
No, they was thinking safety. A near sack in the end zone, and Fulton barely gets it away in time. Nice catch by Ross to get it out from beyond the shadow of the goal line to the 9-yard line.
Wildcats cannot block this Maplewood defensive line. They just can't keep them out of the backfield. Jacoby Thomas now in at wide receiver, split wide to the right. Man-to-man coverage.
It says 9, but I'm not sure it's not at the 4-yard line.
It is at the 4. And this time Ben Fulton's going to run it, and Fulton lowers his head out to the 11, close to the 12. He's close to a 1st down.
Good job there, good job. So that's where you started. How do you convert a 99-yard drive? Well, you get a 1st down. That's how it starts. 7:15 to go.
I don't think he quite got there. Spot it at the 11.
3rd down and 2.
So it is a gain of 6. 3rd and 2, Tullahoma at the Wildcat 11-yard line with 7 minutes left to go in the football game.
Well, you almost get the feeling here, Scott, they don't give up big plays. It's going to take all 7 minutes of this clock. We're going to have to execute the flawless drive here to have a chance.
I'd love to see it. Take it all. Fulton has Corn as his tailback on 3rd down and 2. Handoff Corn. Bryson Corn's got a little bit of room. Corn's out over the 12, 13, 14-yard line, and that's a Factory Furniture 1st down and 10 Wildcats.
So what do you got to do here? You got to mix up plays. You got to avoid penalties. That's the first thing you got to do. You got plenty of time. All your timeouts in your pocket. 3 timeouts left. 6:36 to go. No turnovers. Take care of the football right here.
Spot it at the 14-yard line. The Wildcats have it 1st down and 10. 6:25 left to go. Tullahoma down by 8.
Wonder how Tullahoma's still even in this game. 1 possession game still, believe it or not.
The Wildcats are gritty, no question about it. 3 receivers to the right. looks like they're making up the plays as they go. Nobody knows what to do. They're all looking at each other, talking. You sure you want me there? And Tullahoma says we have got to either call a timeout or got to delay a game. Which is it?
I think it's delay.
Yep. It is illegal procedure against Tullahoma.
They just took too long to take the snap. You knew somebody was going to come up right there, didn't you, Scott, at that point? Just too long to get the play off.
Well, honestly, I think they're sort of making it up as they go. I mean, you can tell Bryson's split out there, and he's not really sure what he's supposed to be doing. So Tullahoma needs to get on the same page here. You can't afford these consistent mistakes. 5:50 left to go. 1st and 15 at the 11. Corn this time split to the left. Now he'll come in motion. And Fulton will give it to Corn. And Corn's just got nowhere to go. That's really why we haven't run wide, because you really can't against this Maplewood defense. And we saw it right
our
there.
Our best bet tonight has been those quick screens and the little passes over the middle. We've hit one to Ross, and then we've missed one over the middle to an open tight end.
So 2nd down and 15, Tullahoma at the 10. 5:37 left to go in this football game.
Does not mind that one bit. They're backed up to the 10.
So what can Tullahoma do with Hunter Jewell's interception in the end zone to help give them a chance here?
Wildcats, again, empty backfield. I think that's the way to go. They're going to have to throw their way through it here. Yeah. And Fulton is going to run it straight up the middle, and that's not going to get much. A couple of yards, it's 3rd and long.
Well, when you have 85 yards to go with just over 5 minutes to go, that's, a little keeper by the quarterback up the middle against this defense. You're guaranteed not going to get over 3 yards on that play.
3rd down and 13. Clock running, 5:15 left to go. Maplewood leads by 8 for the Region 4-4A championship.
Both teams have to push the ball down the field.
3rd down, and
I think it's a 2-down territory, right?
Yeah. What, 3rd and 14?
Ben Fulton has 3 receivers right, 2 to the left.
Tell the boom to drop. Drop
And Corn in motion. Fulton rolls right. He's actually got a little time. Now here comes the pressure. Fulton still on his feet, eluding tacklers. Fulton out to the 15, maybe the 20-yard line, but he's short of the 1st down. Great job by Ben to keep his head up and keep running.
I think this deep in territory, this is the right decision. They're going to go ahead and kick it 4:43 to go in the contest. You're down by 1 score. 3 timeouts left. Boot it out of here with the wind behind your back and try to hold them one more time.
Spot the ball at the 17, so a gain of 5 by Fulton. It's 4th and 8. And that's a long way to go, 4th and 8.
Scoot up, Dave. Tell the Dave, scoot up.
Well, especially from your 14-yard line here. So
are they ready for the fake? Are they ready?
Yeah, the fake available.
Race Marion gets a nice high kick away, takes a Tullahoma roll inside the 40, down to the 35-yard line, 48-yard punt for Race Marion.
He's done it all night long. A spectacular punting exhibition all night long by Race Marion. And I don't think we keep a stat on punts. Maybe we don't, but he's got to be approaching double digit on punts. Hopefully there's no flag here.
Shockingly enough, there is a flag on the play as the referees are gathered at the Maplewood 35-yard line.
Hey, Fred, we know they're going to send pressure. You just got to.
Hopefully it's not on Tullahoma. We can't erase that long punt right there. This field position is flipped.
End of the game, bring the chains and put them next to the door y'all went in at halftime for. Appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate you, cats.
And we don't get any signal, so I'm really not. I never saw the flag, and we haven't gotten a signal yet. Now we're going to. It is unsportsmanlike conduct on each team. They'll offset.
Cancel out.
So I guess that means the result of the play stands?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Result of the play stands.
Yes, 1st down and 10 Maplewood at the Panthers' 35-yard line. 4:31 left to go. Neither team needs to lose their composure here, Ken. Everybody needs their players for the next few weeks. So you definitely want to see this game finish clean here.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Well, Tullahoma's had a ton of non-offensive touchdowns. They marked it off.
I don't understand where
they marked it off against Maplewood. That is going to be unsportsmanlike. They're going to mark it off.
No, Coach Broom says, what? Wait a minute now. They were offsetting. and it went backwards against us. So let's see here with 4:31 to go, 14-6 Maplewood. The ball is at the 20-yard line.
What a field position flip inside the 20, like the 19, man. This is
I don't know. Maybe there was 2 against Maplewood.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the only thing you can figure. I guess so. 1st and 10 Maplewood at the Panthers 20. With 4:31 to go, they lead 14-8, and now the officials say, wait a minute, we really don't know what we're doing here. We've been throwing flags all night, and we're just not really sure.
Well, Tullahoma scored multiple non-offensive touchdowns. You get the sense if they want to tie this game up or have a chance at 2-point conversion and tie this up, defense is going to have to, or special teams are going to have to score for them.
Maplewood, first down at the 20. Hodges will hand it off to Sutherland, straight up the gut, and Sutherland will work his way out to the 25-yard line.
All right, as we approach the 4-minute mark, Tullahoma now looking to strip ball carriers, stop first downs here. You want to play sticks on defense, don't let them get the first down, and if you can, reach your hand in there and rip the ball away and try to recover a fumble here.
If I was Maplewood, I wouldn't throw it again. 4 minutes left to go. 2nd down and 5 at the 25-yard line. Their offensive line has been in control of this game. Hodges from the shotgun is going to run it. Hodges with a little ball fake, and then Hodges fights his way very close to a first down. He needed to get to the 30, and he might be there. And we've still got some pushing and shoving after the whistle. And again, everybody got to stay cool here.
Close to first down. I think he's about a yard short, it looks like. So this brings up the biggest 3rd down. They're going to have a measurement here.
3rd down.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously short. The ball was at the 20-yard line, and it's short of the 30.
Yeah, the sticks are all the way across the other side of the field, and it looks a full yard short to me. I don't know why they're measuring this.
I don't see any measurement. No, here they come. So 3:37 left to go.
3rd down.
And Maplewood's going to have it.
Stretch that thing out.
3rd down and about a yard. So, those guys, no. 3rd and 1 at the Maplewood 29. Yeah. Obviously, this is the play of the game right now.
Maplewood just sneak the ball, get first, run the clock.
Maybe the referees get paid by the hour here.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make the game just last as long as it possibly can.
New pay system for the referees.
Right? Every 15-minute block, they get a little more money.
Yeah, really.
So 3rd and 1, Panthers at the 29.
Well, Tullahoma stopped them on some key 4th downs. This is the biggest 3rd down of the game here for the defense of Tullahoma. Need to stop them so they can get the ball back right here.
You better run.
Bobo Hodges has 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He goes under center. He's just going to run it off left tackle, and he has got a factory furniture 1st down and 10, Maplewood.
There you go.
3:27 to go. Coach John Olive has all 3 of his timeouts yet to use here, and he's going to have to use them very soon.
Keep the clock running.
And if you're Maplewood, you just want to keep the ball in the hands of number 4. I wouldn't even hand it off. Just roll him around the edge and let him run and say, hey, see if you can stop me 3 times for less than 10 yards. And then conversely for Tullahoma, you got a key on number 4 right here.
Maplewood, 1st and 10 at its 31-yard line with 3:05 left to play in this championship contest between the Panthers and the Wildcats. Hodges wants to throw. That pass is complete. And he is blasted at the 30, out to the 35, and there's a flag on the play. Of course, there's a flag on the play. The pass completed to Kennard.
Well, hopefully we can get a block in the back and mark that thing off about 10 or 15 yards.
Remember where you're at.
Yeah.
But what's the other one? So we think we're going to have 1 on the defense, and what's the other one, though? That's my question. What's the other one? Wow. Hold on.
Yeah, it's going to go against Maplewood, another holding call.
Wow.
Big call right there. So Tullahoma surviving by penalties right now.
This is why we got.
Now, there's no excuse not to hold them from getting the first down here. So that's going to set up a 1st and 20. Tullahoma, use your timeouts, hold them, get the ball back, and have one last chance.
2:40 left to go. First down in, I don't know, 22 or so at the Maplewood 20-yard line. It's first and really long, this much I know. Hand off Sutherland, and there's a flag on the play.
Really?
Yeah. I think
the amazing Kreskin, another flag.
I think Tullahoma may have been offside.
Oh, man, don't give it back to him, guys. Come on.
All day to get set, TJ. He called a play like a home.
Let's see.
So what do we got?
A false start against Maplewood.
All right, 25 yards to go now. 2:27 to go. Maplewood moving back towards their own goal line. Tullahoma's going to get good field position. They can force the punt. And if we force another punt, I would put two, but we haven't done it all night. I'd put two kick returners back, Jacoby Thomas and Jacoby Burks. Both of those guys have returned touchdowns on punts this season. Do that, Coach Olive, if you can force a punt.
It is first and about 30. The ball rests at the Maplewood 15-yard line. Bobo Hodges goes under center for the Panthers and will pitch it to his tailback, and he is met in the backfield and blasted.
Oh, man.
Drop him all the way to the goal. Now, he'll get a lot of forward progress there, but Tullahoma's defense read that very, very well.
Yeah, he's going to get forward progress. You called it because they're going to bring it out about 6, 7, 8 yards more out towards Tullahoma's side. Timeout.
Tullahoma calls a timeout. 1:54 to go. The Panthers lead it by 8. This is a Rogers Insurance timeout.
Rodney's Body Shop was voted Never's Choice Small Business of the Year by the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce for 2016, and we work daily to earn that award from every one of our customers. We specialize in using the most current technology available, including environmentally friendly waterborne paint. We work with all insurance companies and will gladly help you with any insurance claims or questions you may have. Call us at 931-455-2570 or come by our new office located at 606 South Jefferson Street. Be sure to look for the bright red door.
Are you ready for some football? Are you ready for cool days and cold nights? We're here warming up to serve our community. Stroop Jacket Refrigeration would like to congratulate the 2019 class of Tullahoma. Go Cats!
The tradition, part of what makes the Tullahoma Wildcats so much fun to root for. We are T-Town Strong, Wildcats at work and the pride of the Tullahoma High School Marching Band. Consequently, that's also what makes shopping at Clayton Shoes so great. Sure, they have a huge selection including New Balance, Dansko, Merrill, SAS, and more. But it's the tradition that makes shopping at Clayton's a win. Clayton's Family Shoe Store, downtown Tullahoma. Serving the area for over 100 years with service, quality, and fit. Proud supporter of Tullahoma Athletics.
The Wildcats play here. This is the Rooster 101.5.
54 to go. Maplewood has its second down and about 30. The ball at the Maplewood 11-yard line. And it's getting crunch time here in the Region 4-4A championship game. Maplewood leads by 8. Bobo Hodges, pass out in the flat, complete at the 10, tried to cut it inside, lost his footing. It is third down. Tullahoma calls another timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Tullahoma's going to be in good shape, Scott. They got to hold him one more play here. It's third and long. Looks like 25 yards to go. So with the dangerous kick returners for Tullahoma, they don't need to get any penalties here, no offsides. I don't think if you're Maplewood that you try anything risky here at all. Just put the ball in number 4's hands, let him run it, and then rely on your defense. If you're Tullahoma, if you can force the punt, you've got to make sure you catch the punt, try to get some positive return yardage, and then try to hit a play in the passing game to score.
Coming up at the end of the game, we will have our Glicken Woods post-game show. And, however this finishes up, Ken, what a great season by the Tullahoma Wildcats. To be playing for the region championship, one-score game here in the final 2 minutes. I mean, Tullahoma is just relentless. They just keep coming at you.
I agree. Very proud of
Maplewood.
They're outmatched physically and athletic-wise by a few guys, but they're battling.
Third down and 30 Maplewood at the 11-yard line. Here comes Samari Lane on Bobo Hodges. Hodges gets the pass away, and that pass is incomplete. Great defensive play by Jacoby Thomas. It's 4th down.
Well, the beautiful thing about that play, it was an incomplete pass which stops the clock. So Tullahoma's going to be able to keep one timeout in their pocket. There are no flags on the play. So if you're Tullahoma right here, you know, a safety doesn't help you so much on a block punt.
No.
Play safe, no rush, set up the return right here.
1:39 to go. Maplewood leads Tullahoma 14-6. The Panthers will punt it once again from their own end zone.
Great defensive stop by the Wildcat defense, and they moved them backwards on that drive with the aid of some penalties.
Everybody's gotten the aid of a lot of penalties. There's the kick. It's away. It's a very short kick. Kobe Burks catches it at the 33, 30. Are they going to spot him down at the 34-yard line? So everybody stopped, and it looked like he ran for a touchdown, but everybody stopped. Tullahoma will take over. Great field position. What more do you want? At the Maplewood 34-yard line with 1:29 to go.
Well, who would have thought it? You know, you watch this game, Tullahoma able to do nothing since the first quarter offensively. They have a chance on their last drive to go in and tie this thing up and send it into overtime with a touchdown and 2-point conversion. 1:29 to go. Let's see what the Cats can do. They do have one timeout.
First down on the Panther 33.
Put it at the 33 of Maplewood. 89 seconds left to play.
It all comes down to this. Well, it's our 10th game of the season. It's going to come down to the last minute, 29 seconds, 89 seconds to determine the Region 4-4A champion.
Tullahoma will split 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, with Bryson Korn as the tailback. And Ben Fulton will roll to the left. His pass is complete. Immediately out of bounds there is Jacoby Thomas to the 26.
Great job, Wildcats. A little sideline out pattern right there. Thomas secures it with 2 hands, gets his feet down. 1:22 left on the clock.
Spotted at the 27, a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4. And, you know, a short passing game for about 15, 20 years. That's been Tullahoma's bread and butter. Now, it hadn't really been this year, but it needs to be now.
Well, the key here is, you know, you're probably going to be throwing the ball. You've got to protect your quarterback here and keep him up.
I think that's why Bryson Korn's in the backfield. Fulton, here comes the pressure. Fulton's going to have to run it. Fulton to the 25, got out of bounds, so a good play by Ben to get out of bounds, but basically no gain on the play. May have got a yard.
Yeah, offensive line, it's got to block. I mean, put a hat on somebody up there, guys. There's too much pressure on the quarterback. I mean, he had 0. He's in the shotgun, and as soon as he gets the ball, running for his life right there.
And there's a flag on the play. I think that's going to be holding against Tullahoma. It's at the line of scrimmage, the 27-yard line, and it is.
Well, I don't know who that was on. If you're going to hold, get your money's worth. Grab him by the jersey and take him all the way down. Don't let him get on your quarterback like that.
He'll take it back to the 37-yard line. So it will be 2nd down and 14 for the Wildcats. 1:14 left to go. Maplewood leads 14-6.
Well, the good thing is Tullahoma loses the yard is a bad thing, but they get the down back, 2nd down.
Yep. Can the Wildcats give Ben Fulton time to throw the football? Really hadn't happened much tonight. 3 receivers to the right. He rolls to the right, little shuffle pass to Korn. And Korn is going to be tackled at the 34-yard line, basically a gain of a yard.
Somebody went high, and, man, a helmet-to-helmet shot on that wasn't called. 2 or 3 of the refs were standing there watching that play.
Tullahoma calls its final timeout. 1:05 to go. Maplewood by 8. It's a Rogers Insurance timeout.
Insurance, as you know about a zone read, do you know exactly what it takes to make sure that your home, car, life, and your rival's new wide receiver are all adequately covered? How much insurance to buy? What deductibles are best? Do you run it straight up the middle or go with the play action pass? And then how do you put it all together? Don't be an armchair quarterback. You need to make the call to Rogers Insurance, your local independent insurance agent, to help coach you through your insurance buying decisions.
Your community matters. So does making sure it's well protected. Because Sally's isn't just a cafe. And Smith's isn't just a flower shop. It's years of hard work and investment.
Hey, new equipment looks great.
And in this moment, you realize your independent auto owner's insurance agent is the right person to protect it. Auto Owners Insurance.
Whether your vehicle has 20,000 miles or 200,000 miles, you'll get honest answers at North Jackson Tire and Auto Service. Miss Honey and Jonathan greet you with a smile and explain everything in a language you'll understand, offering bumper-to-bumper vehicle repairs from brakes, exhaust, shocks, struts, and more. Oil changes from $24.95. Tires from Goodyear, Kumho, General, and Yokohama. Get your vehicle treated the way you want to be treated. North Jackson Tire and Auto Services. Family-owned, 2009 North Jackson Street, Tullahoma.
The Wildcats play here. This is the Rooster 101.5.
65 seconds left to play. Maplewood leads Tullahoma 14-6. The Wildcats have it. 3rd down and 10 at the Maplewood 34-yard line. It's all on the line right now. Ben Fulton over the middle for Race Marin. Incomplete. It was there. Race couldn't hang on.
Heavy traffic. He was fixing to get nailed there. So it all comes down to this one play. The region championship, 58 seconds to go, 4th and 10, Tullahoma on the Maplewood Panther 35-yard line. Well, you got to protect the quarterback first. Got to have a good pass, and the receiver's going to have to make a catch right here for 10-plus yards to keep this regular season championship hopes alive for Tullahoma right here.
58 seconds left to play. The Wildcats will host a first-round playoff game next week at Wilkins Stadium. We will see you there. 4th down. This is your ball game. Fulton back to throw. Fulton is going to let it go toward the end zone. That pass is intercepted in Maplewood, and he is tackled in the end zone, but it will be a touchback, and that's how it will end for the Tullahoma Wildcats. They threw it deep, threw it to the end zone. Maplewood made the play.
They did. That Maplewood defense has just been so good tonight. They put pressure on the quarterback. They haven't allowed us the explosive plays. That's one thing that I talked about in our opener and our Stoops Tools to Victory is that Tullahoma was going to have a hard time running tonight, and they was going to have to hit some big splash plays down the field. They just haven't had enough of them to win this game tonight.
46 seconds left to go. Maplewood simply a kneel down, and it should be done.
A great effort by the Wildcats. They just fell a little bit short tonight. You know, they stayed in this game with their defense. Kept them in this game. The kicking game was good as far as punting was excellent tonight. Just got to regroup and get ready for next week. We got a home playoff game, and that's good news.
So Maplewood will, as long as they advance in the playoffs, they will be at home. If both of these teams win a couple of rounds, which they'll be favored, we'll be back up here in 3 weeks to do this again.
Let's do it.
We'll see.
Maybe
it's not up to us.
Maybe another crew will be that won't call so many penalties the next time we're here.
So, our buddy Mike Mulder from the Friday main event texts me and says Livingston Academy has won that ball game, or has, I guess they've lost the ball game. I don't know. I'll look at the scores.
Yeah.
They would have lost for us to be hosting them, so perhaps Macon County beat Livingston Academy tonight. As the clock ticks down, there'll be plenty of time to talk about the playoffs. Right now, we're going to talk about this Tullahoma Wildcat team that came from a 5-5 record last year to a 8-2 regular season, second place finish in Region 4-4A, and battled the region champion on their home field in the most brutal of conditions, right down to the wire.
Yeah, well said, Scott. There's no doubt, no shame in the effort tonight. The offense couldn't generate consistency and string enough plays together, especially enough big plays. Credit Maplewood's defense and their quarterback Bobo Hodges. He was spectacular tonight.
So your final, from Maplewood High School in Nashville. The Maplewood Panthers 14, the Tullahoma Wildcats 6. Congratulations to Maplewood. They are the Region 4-4A champions. Stay tuned for the Glicken Woods post-game show. Wildcat football is presented on the Rooster by Stan McNabb, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Back in just 1 minute.
Do you know as much about insurance as you know about a zone read? Do you know exactly what it takes to make sure that your home, car, life, and your rival's new wide receiver are all adequately covered? How much insurance to buy? What deductibles are best? Do you run it straight up the middle or go with the play action pass? And then how do you put it all together? Don't be an armchair quarterback. You need to make the call to Rogers Insurance, your local independent insurance agent, to help coach you through your insurance buying decisions.
Your community matters. So does making sure it's well protected. Because Sally's isn't just a cafe. And Smith's isn't just a flower shop. It's years of hard work and investment.
Hey, new equipment looks great.
And in this moment, you realize your independent auto owner's insurance agent is the right person to protect it. Auto Owners Insurance.
Ah, Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. Chase, you okay? Are you dreaming about a Jeep? Come to the truck stop of the South. Russell Barnett, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Deckard Boulevard in Winchester. The area's only full-line business link dealer.
Welcome back to Maplewood High School and welcome in to the Glicken Woods post-game show. The Maplewood Panthers are smiling big tonight. Show off your winning smile with the help of the team at Glicken Woods Dentistry in Tullahoma. Your final here at Black Cat Stadium in East Nashville. Maplewood 14, Tullahoma 6. The Panthers are the Region 4-4A champions. The Wildcats are the Region 4-4A runner-ups. And we will have our Russell Barnett Automotive Family Coaches interview with Tullahoma head coach John Olive. I don't know. It's raining. I'm not really sure whether Daniel's out there or not. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Anyway, let's take a look at the Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat scoring recap. Not a lot of scoring to talk about in this football game. It was a turnover, defensive, penalty-marred contest. Tullahoma jumped out in front 6-0 with 8:03 to go in the first quarter on a 1-yard run by Bryson Korn after a 36-yard pass from Ben Fulton to Matt Ross. That was the biggest play of the game for Tullahoma, that 36-yard pass. Maplewood scored on a 19-yard pass from Maplewood quarterback Bobo Hodges, and that pass went to Jamonte Kennard for 19 yards. 2:27 left to go in the first quarter. Maplewood converted the two-point conversion and led 8-6. It stayed that way through the end of the second quarter. Into the third quarter, Maplewood scored with 6:25 to go in the third on a 4-yard touchdown run by Bobo Hodges. The two-point conversion was no good. Maplewood wins it 14-6. And Tullahoma 4 turnovers, never a good thing. Tullahoma turns it over 4 times. Really, really costly for the Wildcats tonight. So that is your Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat scoring recap as Maplewood beats Tullahoma 14-6. Now let's take a look at the well, we got to talk about the Giles Dunn Diamond Company player of the game. Ken, not a lot of offense here. Early on, we saw Samari Lane make a couple of big plays, but frankly, didn't call Samari's name a lot after that.
No.
Ty Cox made some big plays for the Wildcats. I don't know. It's tough to find a player of the game in a 14-6 game that was so ugly.
Yeah, I had one name that I wrote out earlier, and you're going to be surprised. But I'm
the play-by-play guy, so I shouldn't be too surprised.
The punter. I thought Race Marin's punting really gave us a chance in this game. And, he made some plays defensively. The defense for Tullahoma played good. They battled. And but I thought his punting tonight was spectacular. In tough conditions, in muddy conditions with wind. I like what he did. He did change field position several times.
So congratulations to Race Marin, the Giles Dunn Diamond Company Player of the Game, as we're waiting for the Russell Barnett Automotive Family Coaches interview with Daniel Scroggins and John Olive down on the field here tonight, as Tullahoma will head into the postseason. Everybody's 0-0 after tonight. The Wildcats will host Livingston Academy next week, as
Livingston Academy
we're getting some pretty much news there. Stone Memorial is going to win Region 3, and they'll host Marshall County, who lost to Nolensville tonight. And then Macon County finishes second in Region 3, and they'll host Nolensville. Absolutely. Tullahoma finishes second in Region 4, and Tullahoma will host Livingston Academy. And obviously Maplewood wins Region 4 here. They will host DeKalb County, who beat Cumberland County tonight. So other scores on the scoreboard. Ken?
Yeah, other scores. Spring Hill leads Lawrence County 27-14. That game in fourth quarter action. Nolensville captured third place in Region 4 3A, as Scott just said, 21-17. A good game against Marshall County. Tullahoma falls to Maplewood, the Region 4 4A championship right here in Nashville, 14-6. Let's look at Region 5 real quick. Region 5 5A. Franklin County fell tonight big to Chevyville, 38-7. Columbia lost 31-10 against Page, and Lincoln County, they fell to Summit last night 21-13.
Here Maplewood beats Tullahoma 14-6. The Panthers capture the Region 4 4A championship. Tullahoma finishes second. We will be back at Wilkins Stadium next week. Livingston Academy will come to Tullahoma for a 7 o'clock kickoff. The opening round of the TSSAA State Football Playoffs. The playoffs go 5 rounds, and they finish with the championship games in Cookeville.
November 29th on a Thursday.
As Daniel Scroggins and Coach John Olive are making their way over near the sidelines here. And Daniel will get a moment to talk with Coach Olive about this football game, as Coach Olive gets well wishes from the wife. And we go down on the field now. Coach John Olive joined by our own Daniel Smash Scroggins.
Coach Olive, tonight, tough fought game. What are your thoughts on the game?
I thought it was about what I thought it would be. I mean, it was a tough ball game. They're a very good football team. They're very athletic. They're very physical. And I thought our kids fought their tails off to stay in the game. We just couldn't make any plays offensively. Their defense is really, really good, and we struggled blocking them, and we continued to shoot ourselves in the foot with those little 5-yard penalties. You know, we didn't have any major penalties tonight, but the 5-yarders, we're not a good enough offense to overcome it against a team like theirs.
The penalties did make a big difference in the game from what I could see, and you just referenced it right now. Do you think that the game called differently would have helped maybe move the game along faster?
It might have moved along faster, but I'm just telling you, their defensive front is really, really good, and their linebackers are very physical, and they can run and close on a football really fast. I thought our defense played really well to hold them to 14 points. I know that Coach Sisk and our defensive staff worked really hard. We put together a game plan that we felt like would give us a chance. And at the same time, you didn't want to give everything away in a ball game against a team that if you're fortunate enough to get back here in 3 weeks, you don't see them again.
You spoke to your team about celebrating the season that you had this year. What can you say about the team and celebrating this point of the season?
Well, we're disappointed that we didn't win the region championship, but we had already made a decision a couple of weeks ago with the quarterback club and all that we were going to go celebrate. Once we got to where we were going to host a home playoff game, we decided we were going to celebrate it and on this trip, and so we made arrangements to where they can go eat really well and enjoy a season that we're closing, and now the second season's beginning, so we're really celebrating the second season.
So that second season's going to start next week. How are you going to prep your team for the playoff coming up?
Well, it's a little bit of a complex week for us because we've got a Lions Bowl that our freshmen's playing in on Tuesday night. So that affects us practice schedule-wise for the week. It affects us with the freshmen that are going to be involved in that, and obviously we're playing a lot of freshmen right now in the line in particular, and so it'll be some things for us to have to get around. We'll see who we've drawn, who we don't have to play, and that'll determine some of the other issues that you got to do as far as trying to get us through a week. We've got the TSSAA practice rule and pads that's hampering us. We've got kids that have got to play in the freshman game. We've got to get the freshmen ready to play Tuesday night. So it's a little bit of a quandary, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to get everything done and have our kids ready to play.
Thank you for the interview, Coach, and it was a great game.
Thank you.
All right, Smash, we appreciate that. So that's a final from Maplewood High School in Nashville, Tennessee. The Panthers beat the Wildcats 14-6. Congratulations, Maplewood, the Region 4 4A championship. Next week, we're at home, Wilkins Stadium, Livingston Academy in Tullahoma, 7 o'clock Friday night. That's going to do it for us. For Andrew, Smash, and Josh, and Ken, I'm Scott Chastain. Be good to each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's football time in Tullahoma.
Your town, your team. This is Tullahoma football on Light Tube and the Rooster 101.5.